Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pre-game playlist. Let's go. It's the pre-game playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Woo. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday. It's the weekend. 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 It's the week. Yes, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, some unforeseen circumstances that had nothing to do with me was the reason why we could not do pregame playlist yesterday. Had nothing to do with me. I was ready to go. I was on my way back, getting ready to get in this chair right here. I was ready. Was ready to get in this chair and have a great morning yesterday. Potentially have a great conversation. But other things happened, ladies and gentlemen. And I was not allowed to come in and do what I do best. And that is entertain you all in the morning time with your morning, your sports, your playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me this morning to do that as well, it is the legend of all of this, the Godfather. They call him DC Wolf. DC, what's going on?
Yeah, pregame playlist, baby. It's Friday. Let's go, man. Thank you for letting us be a part of your morning. Let's get it.
Also joining us, it is the legend, Bubba from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. What up, Bubba? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Hey, Bubba, we came here with all the energy, and Bubba just said, feeling great.
Feeling great.
Feeling great. You know, it is what it is. That's Bubba, ladies and gentlemen.
Feeling great.
I like it.
Feeling
But like I
great.
said, yesterday I was ready to go. But due to unforeseen circumstances that had nothing to do with me, I couldn't be here. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And by the time I got here, it was too late. It was past morning time. It was literally like mid-morning. So I was like, can't do it, man. Not gonna be able to make it. But we here today, ladies and gentlemen, because it's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's the weekend.
Was it the Alabama fans, man?
It's the weekend. I don't know.
Alabama fans did it.
Maybe it was. King Richard is here. What's up, King Richard? Welcome back, my brother. What up, DC? What up, Bubba?
What up, King? What up, King?
Ladies and gentlemen, today's show, we are 2 weeks away from kickoff. And as a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, big news. Starting September 5th, King Richard, he doesn't know this yet, so I'm putting him on the spot, will be coming on the shows on let me not say that. I'm not ready to announce that yet.
Yeah,
so hold off on that. Hold off on that.
We'll say Saturday.
There's something coming.
Okay.
Something coming. So we'll announce that later on. I forgot. I haven't announced that yet. We'll announce that later. But today's show, the pregame playlist, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing today, Nick? Well, Nick, we're ranking and we're tiering SEC teams. That's what we're doing today. There's been a lot of talk in these here YouTube streets about where certain teams land, where certain teams rank historically, where they rank potentially going into the season, how they stack up against other teams in recent years and things and stuff of that nature. And so guess what? We are going to rank teams in the SEC in the tiers of elite, above average, below average, and just underwhelming. So that's what we're going to do today. We got 16 of them. And we're going to do part 1 in the first hour, and then we're going to do part 2 in the second hour. So how we're going to do this, we're going to do the elite teams and the underwhelming teams in part 1. But then the more interesting one is going to be that middle part, the above average and below average right there. We're going to do that in part 2. So we're going to pick what teams between those 4 tiers deserve to be in those spots. DC, are you ready? How you feel about that, DC?
I am ready, man. I am ready. I am ready to go. Pregame playlist. Let's
how you feel
do
about
it.
that, DC? How you feel about that? How you feel about that?
Ready, man. Ready.
How you feel about it, Bubba? Do you already have a
Feel
list
great
ready to go?
I do.
Okay.
Multiple.
All right. Here we go. Well, we're going to make a collective list, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. And we're going to get this thing ready to go. What do y'all have planned for the weekend, man? Because it's the weekend. 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 It's the weekend.
I'm doing like Bubble. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling. I'll let me next weekend, man. You know,
football week 0 starts.
Week 0, man.
Yeah, week 0
when I'm
starts.
smoking the neighborhood up, man. Talk to me then, Nick.
Well, tonight I'll be at BC Rain versus Baldwin County's high school football game. Okay. That's where I'll be at. So we'll see exactly what happens. Dr. Clennis Howard, MD. I diagnose you with weekend. I don't know who this is, but good God, bro. They are.
What in the world?
You have been. Somebody has got you because we have Dr. Clennis Howard. How do you know his name is Clennis? Who told you that?
Wow, bro.
No, I don't think we've ever said that on the come on, man. Somebody doing some research.
Man.
How do you know this? How do you know this?
That's tight, man.
It gotta be tight.
That's tight, man.
It has to be tight.
That's tight.
That's funny.
That's tight.
So we have that. We have Evil Tez. We have Evil Tez. We have Fidel Testro. And we have Reverend Nick Frazier. I need to know who these people are. This is wild. Mario Cannon, he says, good morning, Nick and everybody. War Eagle, what up? What up, Mario? How you feeling, man? King Richard said he is traveling to Jackson tonight because Jackson will be playing. Oh, then he said tomorrow night he'll be headed to Last Stadium to watch Blunt versus Viger, which is going to be a good game. That's going to be a really good game. And tonight Jackson plays Central in Jackson. So the defending state champions, I believe in 5A, and Jackson will be facing Central tonight. Alabama high school football, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready because it's gonna be a great season of some great football. But we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. It's 7 minutes after the hour, man. Big Sarge says he's listening to the show. What up, Big Sarge? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you so much for rocking with us, man. Say he's listening to the show tonight, this morning. Good job. We appreciate that. 7 minutes after the hour, ladies and gentlemen, man. Y'all know what time it is. We about to slide out of here in our first break. And when we come back, we're going to get into the pregame post. Headlines you need to know across news, across sports, and across culture. But first, let's get into this music with a little bit of a summer run. Y'all know what it is. Pregame playlist, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
Yeah. Hey. You know what's going on? What? Still posted. Still solid. Still here. On my block. We don't sleep, we survive. No shit. On my block, yeah, the sun don't shine right. Nah. Long days, long nights, gotta grind right. Stay strapped, eyes open, that's life. Stay ready. If you slip one time, you can lose it all twice. Facts. On my block, where the real ones stand tall. 10 toes down, yeah, we answer that call. Yeah. From the corner to the stove, yeah. I seen it all. Had to learn real young. Can't trust y'all. Nah. Wake up early, hear the sirens in the distance. Woo. Same block, same plane, same mission. Mama praying, saying, son, just keep your distance. Amen. But the streets got a way of pulling you in it. Facts. Posted on the corner where the lines get crossed. Where the wrong word said, get your lifeline lost. OG told me, boy, count every cost. Cause the fat money come, but it leave you lost. Gotta pack, tuck low, gotta move real smooth. The faith that you see ain't really your crew. Seen boys turn rats, seen kings turn fool. That's the code of the block, better play by the rules. Play right. On my block, yeah, the sun don't shine right. Nah. Long days, long nights, gotta grind right. Stay strapped, eyes open, that's life. Stay ready. If you slip one time, you can lose it all twice. Facts. On my block, where the real ones stand tall. 10 toes down, yeah, we answer that call. Yeah. From the corner to the stove, yeah, I seen it all. Had to learn real young. Can't trust y'all. Nah. Step on the block, yeah, I came with pressure. Hardcore, man, sharp, gotta move more clever. Locked in. Ain't no love in the streets, no fear better. None. Either you eat or you starve. I'ma grind forever. Let's go. Talk slick, get checked, that's word on the curb. Check us, see too many bodies laid out on the curb. Don't speak on nothing, I just move and observe. But I keep the vibe close, let it spark if I'm served. Boom. Day shift, night shift, I don't ever clock out. No rain, sleet, snow, I'm still running that route. They ain't built for the pressure, they gon' fold, they gon' doubt. I was raised in the storm, but to find my way out. Every scar got a story, every move got a reason. I done seen summer nights turn cold like the season, so I stay 10 down, ain't switching to leave it. Never Memphis, me or you, best believe I'm breathing. On God, on my block, yeah, the sun don't shine right. Nah. Long days, long nights, gotta grind right. Stay strapped, eyes open.
SEC football fans, this is your channel. Every Tuesday, it's time for SEC Season Live, the most interactive SEC football experience on the planet. Live chat voting, hot takes, weekly rankings, real debate, and you help drive the conversation live on air. Then, every Thursday, hit the reset button with Lunch Breaks, your lunch break destination for real SEC football talk. Reactions, storylines, and unfiltered opinions from across the conference. If it matters in the SEC, it matters here. Subscribe now to @It'sSEC Season, and don't just watch the conversation, be a part of the show.
Don't be shy, hit subscribe, because this is the best playlist in your ears. It's the Pregame Playlist.
Some nights turn to legends.
Now we shining up. Every loss turn to pressure, man. Now the whole team going federal. Chain swing when I move through. Same pain turn to new fuel. Took a risk, made a lane, now the whole world see the view. I don't sleep, I just chase it. Real life, no fake it. Yeah. If I said it, then I meant it. Not a dream, looking space. We outside in the night mode. City lights got my soul froze. Bass hit deep, make the time slow. Whole world move when that bass roll. We outside on the summer run. No breaks now, we ain't never done. Hands up high when the moon come. We the ones, yeah. We the ones, yeah. Yeah. Came from nothing, I feel different. Same hunger, just a bigger vision. Every move got intention now, no luck. Yeah, we really live it. 808 hit like a heartbeat. Whole crowd jumping to the same beat. If you feel it, let the hands rise. It's a moment, not a plan B. We don't fall, we don't panic. Turn losses into advantage. Yeah, every summer we leveling up. Now the vibe feels cinematic.
We came too far now.
Far now,
Can't slow down, no way.
no way.
All this pressure made diamonds.
Diamond.
Now we shining all day.
We outside in the night mode. City lights got my soul froze. Bass hit deep, make the time slow. Whole world move when that bass rolls.
You are locked in to the pregame. Your morning, your sports, your playlist.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pregame Playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel, man. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling with the pregame polls, the headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture.
The Pregame Pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man, with the pregame post. Last night in WNBA, man, the Wings and the Fever had a game against each other, and they played, and the Dallas Wings got the win. They beat the Fever 91-85, man. In this game, man, for the Dallas Wings, Arika Gumbawale, 32 points in this game, man. Jessica Shepard had 26 points, 8 rebounds in this game, and Paige Baker's 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists in the win, man. In the losing effort for the Fever, Caitlin Clark, 10 points, 9 assists in this game. Kelsey Mitchell, 37 points,
in this game, and Aaliyah Boston 14 points in this game as well. So along with 9 rebounds. Michaela Timpson, she had a double-double in this game, 11 points and 12 rebounds for the Fever, man. The Aces get a big win last night over the Connecticut Sun, 101-78. Excuse me, man. Jesus Christ. In this game, Asia Wilson, 20 points in this game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Jackie Young, my favorite player in the WNBA, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists in this game, man, as well, man. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus off the bench, 18 points, 9 rebounds for the Aces in a win, man. So Aces are still moving on up in the rankings, in the standings, and trying to see what they can do to make it happen, man. The Dream, they blow out the Los Angeles Sparks last night, 124-88, man. Angel Reese had 20 points and 10 rebounds in this game. Ryan Howard, 26 points in this game to lead all scorers as well. Off the bench for the Sparks, Cameron Brink, she had 14 points and 7 rebounds. Nneka Agumake, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and Ray Burrell, 12 points in this game in a losing effort for the Sparks. So, hey, man, WNBA getting close to playoff time, man. They looking for playoff positioning. And I'm telling y'all, man, y'all want to tune in because I'm telling you, it is good basketball, great basketball that's being played in WNBA. Have y'all had an opportunity to catch a game yet? DC Bubble? No, honestly, man, I don't really get into the WNBA. Like I said, my brother does. My brother watches and he goes to the game. Him and my cousin both watch and go to the game. So shout out to those guys for supporting the ladies in the WNBA.
There it is. There
Seen a few games.
Seen a few of them. What's your thoughts on the game?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
It's good hoop.
Good hoops, baby. Good hoops, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it is. Good
That's
hoops,
all you
baby.
can ask for, man.
Yeah, man. I like it. Yes, sir. It's good. It is good to go, man. All right, we're getting this thing rocking and rolling. Let's see what we got coming up here.
They need to get somebody to dunking in the WNBA, man. I'm talking about not, just dunking. I mean, I need somebody hammer dunking. You know what I'm saying?
They got to lower the rim. They do that.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying. If somebody can do it at the height it's on, man, it would really just catch fire, man. They just need like a couple.
Yeah, it's some ladies in WNBA they can dunk. They've had some ladies in the WNBA.
I'm not saying dunking. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, you talking like getting up off the ground and
off the ground, dunking that guy. Yeah. It'll be even more special in that league because it's something that a lot of probably 90% of the league can't do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know. You don't see that many people doing it. So especially in game. So if you get somebody like in the WNBA is just really cocking that thing back, bro, the crowd coming, man. Because it's so special. It'll be so special. In the NBA, everybody can dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Can they?
But
can everybody in the NBA?
I don't know. I would say 90% of the NBA can dunk, but 90% of the WNBA can't dunk. So what I'm saying is it'll be something special, man, to see, the ladies are really dunking like dudes. So
which one you rather prefer? You rather prefer the dunk or 3-pointer?
Dunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dunk, man.
Give me a 3-pointer.
Bro, especially you saying, okay, 3-pointer, okay, contested. Bro, it ain't nothing like a dunk contested, bro. You know what I'm saying? They make posters on there on dunks like that. The only person got a poster with a 3-pointer is probably Reggie Miller and your boy
Wardell.
Yeah,
Wardell.
they probably the only guys that got a poster shooting a 3-pointer. Nobody else.
Wardell.
Yeah, that's it, man. Posters are made from people dunking, man.
They're made from stars.
Yeah, they're made from people dunking. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say, man, you got poster. That was made off of dunking.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. Watch your head.
You soft, man. You soft. It's soft stuff.
Soft, man. That's what it is.
This is soft stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ted has entered the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Ted? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, man. A little tired, but hey, I'm here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's keep the thing rocking and rolling, man. With the headlines you need to know. Trying to eat my cinnamon roll. So good, man.
What is cinnamon roll cereal?
No, it's a real cinnamon.
Oh, okay. Dang,
Man.
well, you can warm it up.
No, my wife. You know, so my wife, my wife is a registered nurse, right? And so when she gets out of work, she goes to the cafeteria. And she buys the breakfast at the what's name? And they had a cinnamon roll. And so she brought me a cinnamon roll. I appreciate it.
Can I tell y'all a story?
That's dope.
Oh, should I say this on? Or maybe it's time. I had a job in hospital cafeteria.
Okay. This is like
It's already funny, DC. I don't know what.
I feel like this is about to be funny. I feel like this is
I
about
was
to be funny.
supposed to be like, I got hired to like wash dishes,
Okay.
right? Like, you know, to clean up and stuff like that. But they didn't have nobody to run the cash register, man. So they was just like, man, we gotta have you to run the cash register. So they just put me on the cash register, man, like first day. So they kind of trained me for about like 10 minutes on it. Bro, it was cool at first when it was like, you know, one of people trick two. But bro, when lunch hit,
Oh yeah, it's different.
bro,
It's different.
I was just hitting senior citizen discount on everybody. Boom, boom. Everybody got a discount. Boom, boom. I bet they looked at it and was like, bro, where did the money go, bro?
Yeah, everybody was a senior citizen. They came
I
through.
gave everybody senior citizen discount, bro. I was just hitting that button. Boom. They were like, that's it. I'm like, that's it, man. That's it. You go.
That's it. That's it. They be like, yeah, that's it. Keep going,
That's
man.
it. You go.
Keep going for somebody to come up here and say
Keep it
something.
moving. Keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, let me get something else.
Don't make a scene. Just keep it moving.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. All right, man. Let's get this
got
thing
back in
going.
line.
All right, man. Colts tight end Tyler Warren exits practice with an injury, man. He left practice. He left a joint practice with the Falcons after an apparent groin injury, doing 11-on-11 drills. He returned to the sideline without his helmet, which lets you know that he's not coming back in. Caught 76 passes for 817 yards and 4 touchdowns as a rookie, man. It's just too many injuries are just happening in the NFL. What is going on, NFL? Let us know. But y'all gotta do something. You gotta do something. Here's another one. Texans Jaden Higgins, man, has torn his ACL and he is out for the season, man. Texas second-year wide receiver Jaden Higgins tore his ACL on Tuesday doing a joint practice with the Raiders and will miss the entire 2026 season, man. He caught 41 passes for 525 yards and 6 touchdowns as a rookie. So it's crazy out here in these streets. Another injury. Here's an injury in the WNBA. Superstar wings guard rookie AZ Fudd is out for the season with the knee injury. Number 1 overall pick AZ Fudd had arthroscopic procedure on her right knee. Well, she will have it next week and will miss the rest of the Dallas season. She was averaging 13 points and led all rookies in the made threes. Man, it's not a torn ACL, but it's just to clean up some stuff. So they just gonna keep her out for the rest of the season. But the fact that she got injured, it's just too many injuries happening in sports right now, man. It's just this is wild to me.
Are players getting too big and fast?
It's a possibility.
Yeah, that's possible.
But AZ Fudd ain't like that big. She's not that big. She's not that fast.
But she's just getting her knee scoped. Like that's not like a soft tissue injury. She probably just you play basketball long enough, you gonna have to have your knee scoped eventually.
Yeah, that's a good
You're gonna
point.
build up fluid and stuff.
Good point.
Yeah, I remember I went up to dunk about 20 years ago. Bro, something pops.
You was like, yeah, man.
That's a wrap right there, bro.
Yeah.
I can't get no lift off that one, that leg, bro.
Grand opening, grand
That
closing.
happened to me.
It did.
Happened to me. Yeah. In 2017, I landed and my knee went the other way. Throwing PCL, MCL, and ACL.
Grand opening, grand closing. That's what that is. Man.
If you see me walk before you know I take my time.
And
you get in and out the car real slow.
Oh yeah.
Like the Baron of Benville say he just turned and just fall back in the seat.
Yeah.
Say get to the car and go and turn and just fall back in it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's rough. And then I can tell you, like this morning, my wife was telling me, she texted me and said, "Man, it's raining downtown." I was like, "Yeah, I know it."
Because the knee hurt. The knee hurt. The
Funny, man.
Ant Insider has joined us, ladies and gentlemen. Ant, how you feeling?
Fellas, what's happening?
What's going on?
What's up, Anthony?
Nothing.
All right.
I thought it was Antoine.
Is it Antoine?
No, it's Anthony.
Nah, I just made that up.
I was about to apologize, man. I was about to apologize. Sorry.
Yeah,
man.
what it is.
Antoine?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the pregame post for hour number 1. When we come back out of this break, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this tier of SEC teams. Now, how we're going to do this, we're doing part 1 and part 2. We're tiering SEC teams by elite, above average, below average, and just underwhelming. Now, in part 1, we are going to tier the elite column and the underwhelming column.
Okay.
In part 2,
Okay.
we're going to do the above average and below average teams. That might be a debate. There might be some debates there. So we're going to get together and get this thing rocking and rolling here as well. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here, man. 26 minutes after the hour. We're going to slide into this break right here, man. And when we come back, we're going to get into these tiers. Let's slow this thing down with a little bit of R&B. Y'all know what it is. Let's get a little bit of both sides and side effects in here. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Pregame playlist. Let's go.
Ooh, yeah. Caught in the middle, baby, and I know it. One of y'all got me thinking long term, talking about houses, rings, and forever. The other got me riding through the city, top down, late nights, good weather. And I ain't gonna lie, you both bring something different to my life. Everybody asking why I haven't chose, but they don't know what's going on inside. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer, but every time I get close, I pull away a little faster, cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in 2 directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Yeah, I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Girl, I'm caught on both sides. One of y'all call me every morning, checking on me, making sure I'm straight. The other pull up, looking so fine, turn a regular night into a holiday. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe I like having options. Maybe I know exactly what I'm doing, but don't wanna stop it. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer, but every time I get close, I pull away a little faster, cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in 2 directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Yeah, I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Girl, I'm caught on both sides. Maybe I'm selfish, maybe that's true. Maybe I ain't met the version of me that's ready for somebody like you. One's everything I need, one's everything I want, and that's the reason I keep getting lost in the middle of it all. Stuck in the middle, trying to have it all. No, I can't keep this up forever, but right now I'm stuck on both sides.
The pregame playlist has begun. Lock in. We about to have some fun.
I remember saying, I'm stuck on both sides. And for a long time, I was. Then I chose love. I chose peace. I chose her. I thought making the choice would be the hardest part, but nobody warned me
that even the right decision has side effects. Morning coffee don't taste the same. Quiet house, but I don't complain. No more hiding, no more lies. No more looking in both directions at the same time. Girl, you gave me something real, something I ain't have to steal. Thought the hard part was saying goodbye. Didn't know healing worked overtime. Sometimes peace gets unfamiliar when you've been living through the noise. Guess I'm learning every blessing comes with a different choice. Side effects. Ever since I chose you, can't lie, girl, I've been going through it too. Late night memories come and go like silhouettes. I don't want her back. These just the side effects. Girl, these the side effects. Heard our old song at a red light. Had me staring through the windshield all night. Past that restaurant downtown. Caught myself almost turning around. Deleting numbers, but I still know them. Funny how the heart remembers what the mind lets go of. Then I look over, you're holding my hand. That's when I remember exactly where I stand. Side effects. Ever since I chose you, can't lie, girl, I've been going through it too. Late night memories come and go like silhouettes. I don't want her back. These just the side effects. Girl, these the side effects. Maybe healing ain't forgetting. Maybe loving you don't erase yesterday. One was everything I needed. One was everything I wanted now. You're everything, every scar, every memory, every lesson. Let me hear. And if I had to do it all again, I'd still choose you. Every single time. Ever since I chose you, can't lie, girl, I've been going through it too. Late night memories come and go like silhouettes. I don't want her back. These just the side effects.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, welcome back to the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel, man. It's time for us to rank some SEC teams. That's what time it is. Time for us to get into these SEC tiers.
This should be elite.
Should be elite. This should be elite. This should be elite. This is what it should be.
Should be.
So, as I stated before, we're gonna do part 1 and part 2 of this. In part 1, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just rank the elite teams. And we're going to rate the underwhelming teams in the SEC. How we're doing this? We're basing this off of. Man, it's kind of hard because I want to go back. I want to go back to 2000, but 2000 up until 2013 is a different era of football from 2014 to 2021, and then 2021, 2022 is a different era of football from that up until now. So.
You mean to tell me all this because you stuck side the road? How do you get stuck like this?
And we can hear you.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so we need to figure out how we're going to do this because we want to have historical context into this, but we also want to look at where we are right now in the current era of college football and how this thing looks. And so, of course, we're going to rank the elite teams in part 1, in hour 1, underwhelming teams in hour 1, part 1 as well. So, fellas,
let's take about a minute here. Let's figure out how we want to do this because we are working with basically since 2003 different eras of what college football has been. How do y'all want to do this?
I say
let's make up the rules as we go right now.
Right now, man. Who's the league right now?
Right now.
14 to now?
Yeah.
You said 14 to now. That's gonna be a lot.
So basically, you're saying from the college football era up until last season.
Yeah.
Golly.
Oof.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of nuance, bro.
There's a lot of nuance in that.
Just do right now.
Because teams that are think about this, teams that are good would be very good or good right now.
Yeah,
they were not good at all. Like they weren't even like. Just take Vanderbilt as an example. In the last few years, Vanderbilt has been to me a good team, man. But before that era, Vanderbilt was like dumpster juice, man.
Dumpster juice.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they were bad.
Dumpster juice, bro.
All right. So let's figure this thing out. So are we gonna go from? Do we want to do the college football playoff era, or do we want to do the college football playoff era with NIL? There's two different.
Yeah, NIL.
So college football playoff with NIL. So that would be from 2021 to now is what we're looking at. All right. That's how we'll do it then. We'll look at from 2021 up until this point. We'll look at teams. Well, you know what? Let's just do 2020. From 2020 up until this point, we are going to rank SEC teams based on the levels of elite, above average, below average, and underwhelming. And in hour one, we are going to go with the elite and underwhelming teams to start out. So let's get to this debate. Let's get the debate started, fellas. Let's start in what I consider would probably be the easiest category, the elite category. I'll get it started. Alabama would be one of those teams in the elite category. Do we all agree there?
I agree.
Yeah. This quick question: Are we doing pure team success, or are we including resource ability?
That was the reason why we was asking the question at the beginning. Do we want to include? Do we want to include resources as well?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think
just success.
Are we just talking? Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Are we just talking about elite program or just elite on the field?
No, my thought process from the jump was to go from 2000 up until now, but everybody said that would be too much. So I was like, all right, well, let's just go from. Do we want to just do college football playoff era? College football playoff era will start 2014 up until now. But we just said then we just said NIL in college football playoff era. So that would start roughly about 2020, 2021. So that's the reason why we just said from 2020 up until now, we're looking at what if we just doing college football playoff era and NIL together, which is that 2020 to 2025 season or up until now, if you want to put it that way. That would definitely include resources then if that is part of the criteria.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna go with. So when we look at elite, is Alabama an elite program?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have two. We have two saying yes, two saying no. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay, why are we saying no to Alabama not being an elite program?
Because we all the same.
Because for one, if we're going by NIL resources, Alabama's not even in the top 5.
Yeah, but we're not just going by NIL resources. You're going by success of the program as well. Alabama won a national championship.
It just depends on where your line is. Because it's like, is it just championship? Is that what we would classify as the elite?
No, it's there are a lot of different reasons, things that could be in this particular conversation. So that's the reason why you have to take all of that into consideration and then determine if that team is an elite program or not. So if we're talking from 2020, up until now, you talk about resources, you talk about team success on the field, you talk about recruiting, you talk about head coach, you talk about all of that. You have to take all of that, put it into consideration, and say if this is an elite program or an elite team, or has been.
Okay, so since 2020, how many titles has Bama won?
One.
How many playoff appearances do they have, and how many times have they made it to the semifinals or the college football finals?
They've been in the playoffs twice.
They've been in the playoffs every year except 1 year?
3 times. They've been in the playoffs 3 years. Excuse me.
But have they made it to the semifinals or the finals in those 3?
They've been in the playoffs though. That's what they've been in the playoffs.
They've been in the playoffs, in the national championship, in the semifinals, in the 14 playoff. They were 1 game away. Nick Saban last year.
They elite, bro.
Yeah,
No.
I gotta be in the league.
Like I mean,
All right.
it's. I don't even know like. All
And fellas, understand we only got
Alabama
like
for the last 5 years.
Understand, fellas, we only got like 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes to do elite and underwhelming, so we got to keep this moving.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with elite. I mean, we talking about who else is elite in the conference? If Alabama is not elite, then Georgia's the only one.
Right.
That's what I had.
That's how I feel.
So we all can say that Georgia.
Now, I was going 21 through 25, but if you take it back to 20, sure, Alabama's in there.
Okay. Yeah, because that's where I would go. I just say 20 because 21 just feels weird to me. Just say at the turn of the decade, 2020.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. So if we're gonna say from 2020 up until now,
Georgia and Bama.
Alabama has to be in there. So yeah, we all agree. All right, so that's the elite. All right, underwhelming. Where does when we look at underwhelming? When we look
Is
at
this
underwhelming,
a tier under elite? Or
no, underwhelming is below. It's the last tier. It's the last tier. Underwhelming is the last tier.
Dumpster juice.
Oh, y'all might get. I don't know. I'm finna make folks mad. Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put Auburn as
Yeah,
underwhelming.
I think that's fair.
That's true. Mississippi State,
Arkansas,
Florida.
Arkansas, Florida,
Arkansas is definitely in that thing. Okay.
Florida, South Carolina.
South
Now,
Carolina.
Vandy has 1 year with 10 wins, but that's it. They were terrible for the first 3 years of the decade.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's fair to have Vanderbilt in there because they were a 2-10 program.
So Vanderbilt in the underwhelming spot.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, because
kinda
you
hard,
think
though,
2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 25 are the only years where they've been bowl eligible. Other than that, they were 2, 3, 4 wins.
Because let's do it this way. Auburn. Is Auburn underwhelming?
Yes.
I'd put them in below average. How big is this tier? Like, what's the biggest gap? Because Vandy has been atrocious. They went completely defeated in 2020. 2 wins. Is Auburn in that same team?
But see, Auburn's trajectory is going the other way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Vandy's
right.
trajectory, their trajectories are going into.
But our lows have not been that low.
Yeah.
We ain't won over 6 games, and we supposed to be a 8-win standard program. So yes, that's underwhelming in my opinion.
Are we basing it purely on program standard as well, or is that involved in that? Where Auburn should be an 8-win program versus what Vandy's expected to do?
This is not. Hold on. Let me make something clear. Let me make something clear. I'm gonna make something clear right now. We are not sitting here about to say what a team should be. That's not what we.
Well, then Auburn is not in the same tier as Vanderbilt.
We are not sitting here saying what a team should be. We are going off of what has happened on the football field in the past since 2020. That's what we're going at. That's what we're looking at. We are not having a conversation. I'm tired of this conversation of there is no reason that another team shouldn't be considered with another team because that team historically has been that good, or they should be where they at. Look at what has happened on the football field and make an assessment and an adjustment from there. I'm so tired of that conversation because it is very, in my opinion, it is ingenuous and it is unfair to other teams that have been better than to some other programs, in my personal opinion. Now that's me talking. That's my personal opinion. That has nothing to do with anybody else up here on this panel, and that's me. That's me. But go ahead.
I echo Nate's sentiment. Because if the players took that attitude, they wouldn't win very many games.
All right, man, that's fair. So Vandy, Is Arkansas on that tier?
Absolutely. Arkansas is in the lower tier.
Yeah, I have Arkansas.
Right.
I have Arkansas in that tier. Right now, I have Auburn and Arkansas written down. We said we have them to come. Well, I have Auburn, Arkansas, and South Carolina written down. Is what I have there.
Kentucky, you might well go and write them down.
Yeah.
How we feel about Kentucky?
That'll be easy. Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky's in there.
Yeah, Kentucky's in there at the bottom.
Okay. Now we have had a conversation about Vanderbilt. Where does Vanderbilt go? Does Vanderbilt go in this underwhelming tier or not?
Yes.
I would.
In 2020, 0 wins, 2 wins in 21, 5 wins in 22, 2 wins in 23. That's bottom tier.
I agree.
I would. I don't know. I don't know if I put them in bottom tier. I'd probably put them in a tier above bottom tier, whatever that is.
I think. See,
with
I think Vanderbilt on the lower end is doing what Alabama is doing on the upper end. It's like Alabama's trajectory is going down, so now you starting to see them as not elite, but you're starting to see Vanderbilt as a viable program. But you see what I'm saying? But they have two sides of this time span we're in. One side, Vanderbilt was just trash. Then they, you know what I'm saying, they got pretty good. And then Alabama is pretty good, and now they're like descending. So that's kind of like they're like right at the borderline of both.
The fact that we said Alabama is descending. The fact that we said Alabama is descending and they made the playoffs last year and won a playoff game.
Yeah, but think about it. Think about this, Nick. If we was in the 4 playoff era, they would not been in the conversation.
We can't say ifs though.
But no. I'm saying with the record they have, if we had still had the 14 playoff when Nick Saban was making the 14 playoff regularly, if we didn't have the 12-team playoff, Alabama would not be mentioned, bro. I don't think Alabama is in the top 10 in the preseason.
I give you that, DC.
That is crazy.
But the thing
they are descending.
But the thing is, we're not in the 14 playoff right now.
No, I'm just saying, if you just look at it how it is, if you just look at the record and what we see on the field, if you just look at the record and what we see on the field, Alabama is definitely descending. It might not be a great. I'm not saying they fell off a cliff or anything, and they're not a good program. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Alabama. If you look at it, man, it's not even a question. Look what their recruiting is right now. It's not even a question, bro. Were they still in the 40s in recruiting? We got.
I look at the peers. Like when we ranking these lists, I look at the peers, right? So, is it disrespectful to Georgia to put Alabama in the elite tier?
No,
Because
I don't think it is.
I think it's disrespectful.
Average.
I think it's disrespectful to put. I think it's disrespectful to Vanderbilt to put them in the same tier with Kentucky.
See, that's what I'm saying. Those two
teams
are anomalies, man.
Even though they haven't had a ton of success throughout the last 4 years, they've had more than Kentucky, Arkansas, and all the other teams. We're putting them in the same tier.
Arkansas has a better record since 2020 than Vanderbilt.
Wow.
Point taken.
Wow.
Yeah,
Point
but
taken.
Vandy's on the way. But like DC said,
it's a great conversation. I love it.
And Arkansas, I mean, with the new hire, we don't know what they are right now.
Yeah, it's just an interesting conversation, man. That's what I said. Those two teams are just kind of outliers with just how their records are going and how their programs are going right now.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, how do we include positive momentum currently?
Right.
Because the Vanderbilt point makes a lot of sense if we're talking about current momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Because Arkansas has been going down since their 9-win season in 2021, but Vanderbilt just won 10 games. It seems like they are ascending.
Right.
And do we include current positive momentum? Yeah. Or is it a stock of the last 6 years?
Yeah, that's why I say with Alabama, it's like their positive momentum. And I know they just made the playoffs, but I mean, like King Richard said, 10-2, the season doesn't stop at 10-2. They lost 4 games. They didn't just lose 2. We can't, like Nick said with the Texas thing, you can't just count 6 games in the season and make it a total sum of the argument. The whole season they lost 4 games.
But they lost one of those games in the playoffs, though.
It doesn't matter, bro.
One of those games, and they won one of those games in the playoffs.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't.
I don't know about that one. I still have Alabama.
And look how they lost.
In me personally, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
there's a top and bottom of each tier.
Yeah,
like Georgia's. There's a gap.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I get it. I understand. Like they're like, because this is a nuanced conversation. There's nuance to it. But I look at it and I say to myself, I mean, they lost in the playoffs. The playoffs is where they lost at, and they won one of the games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still, and they came back to win that game against Oklahoma in the playoffs. So I don't know. I look at it. I still, right now at this particular point in time, I still see Alabama as one of the 2 elite programs in the SEC.
Oh, don't get it twisted. I said I said them and Georgia are elite. I said they are elite. You know, I don't get it twisted. I say that they would be considered elite if you look at the time span. I just mentioned that they, from where they were, man, they have, started a descending trajectory. And maybe I'm just biased.
Well, what about Texas?
Maybe I'm just biased, bro.
Texas and Alabama are the same.
This is a good point. This is a good point.
Record-wise.
This is a good point. If we're going to look at trajectory and positive momentum, shout out to Keith Holcomb. Georgia has not won a playoff game since they won the national championship.
Yeah, but they want to. But you got to see. You looking at 2020.
Again, they have 2 in the
They have 2. No, they have 2 back.
So that means they got back-to-back championships, bro.
Alabama has a national championship as well.
Right. That's why they're both elite.
But if we're
Georgia
talking about,
is not elite, we don't have any.
Bro, they have 2 national championships.
Here's the question, though.
Like
here's the question. If we're going to talk about momentum, right? If we're going to talk about momentum, yes, Georgia won the SEC back-to-back. They won back-to-back national championships from 2021, 2022. But when you look at, so if we're gonna have that feeling about Georgia, why don't we have that same feeling about Alabama when they lost in the playoffs and won one in the playoffs?
And to be honest with you, dude, I think it's the same. I think, bro, it's, and when we talk about somebody descending and we talk about elite teams descending, again, I don't want to make it like somebody just like 5-5. For what the standard has been at Georgia. Yes, if you look at the stats, we looked at it on your show when we went through the Georgia projections, who would win against Georgia and Auburn. When you look at Georgia's stats over the years, bro, when NIL kicked in, their stats and their defensive stats, offensive stats, they are descending. You know what I'm saying? But
no, I agree. I agree.
It's not like I'm saying they trash. What I'm saying is, for what their standards are, for what Alabama's standards are, they are descending from where they were. Georgia won 2 back-to-back national championships, and now they can't even win a 12-team playoff. 12 team. So it is a descent there. I'm not saying they just trash.
This is a tough conversation to have because once you start getting them, like, teams lose games, right? It just happens. Like I look at, are they competitive? Consistently, Georgia is a competitive team on a national scale, and they have been for the last 5 years. So has Alabama, right? And when I say competitive, I mean like a national scale. Like if you put them against the best teams in the country, they compete. They're considered one of those, right? They're favorites in these games when they play other teams. Like if you just look at wins and losses, it's going to be tough because in the last 4 years, we got Georgia winning 2, then they took their decline, got Alabama winning 1. Outside of that, it's not much to point to. For real. Like, you know what I'm saying? This list will be very, very quick. Be Georgia and Alabama is elite. Everybody else is underperforming. So, like, you got to look at competitiveness. Do they compete? Are they a team that when they take the field, they move the needle? Those 2 teams have moved the needle for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Make no mistake, bro. Make no mistake. Alabama and Georgia, when we look at this thing, they are elite programs. I'm done with it. They're elite.
I have an interesting question.
Hold up. We got Alabama and Georgia in the elite. Currently, we have Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Kentucky in the underwhelming. We still haven't decided on where Vanderbilt needs to go. We need to figure that out.
Well, if Vandy's in there, if Arkansas is in there, Vandy and Mississippi State should be in there as well.
Mississippi State, you are correct. Mississippi State should be in there.
I agree.
And Mississippi State should be in there. And Vandy is in the underwhelming spot as well. So currently, right now, we have Auburn, Arkansas, we have South Carolina,
we have Kentucky, we have Mississippi State, and we have Vanderbilt in the underwhelming tier of teams in the SEC. Is where we at. And go ahead with your question.
Are we counting Oklahoma and Texas in this?
They're part of the SEC, yes.
Well,
Well,
I
then
We
say
just ain't got to
Would
that tier.
Texas
say-
be?
if
We
you
haven't
look at
got-
trajectory.
Okay.
If we look at trajectory and wise and things like that, I put Oklahoma as elite. Because think about it, Oklahoma has beaten Bama in the regular season 2 years running. And they have a chance to prove if they really in that category but when they play Georgia this year.
And Oklahoma lost to Alabama in the playoffs as well too last year. After
Yeah,
having a
but, and
17
they got a losing season on deck, so I don't think you can be in the elite tier with a losing season. But Ole Miss is an interesting conversation for the elite tier. 4 double-digit win seasons since 2020.
Yeah.
It's a good question. King Rich asked a question about Florida. Where does Florida go?
In the bottom two. They're in the bottom two, bro.
They're at
probably
the bottom with Auburn.
They down there with Auburn, bro.
So Florida. So are we in agreement that Florida is in the underwhelming tier?
Yeah, for the 2020s, I think that's fair. They have what?
So underwhelming
winning
is the
seasons?
bottom tier, right? This
Yes,
is
it's
worst.
the bottom tier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How many tiers are in between elite and the bottom? I
Two.
think I missed that part.
2.
You got above and below.
Yeah,
Above average,
we got-
above average, and below average.
Yeah, I don't know. This is an interesting conversation. It's because we basically finna gut the middle of the SEC.
That's exactly what that's what it looks like.
It's
That's what it
gonna
looks
look
like.
like it's you know, very polarizing. You got elite teams and then you got bottom teams. Like I don't know if
Just
I
for
would-
the record, Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Florida are in the underwhelming tier. Georgia and Alabama are in the elite tier. That leaves you with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams left between the two tiers that we're gonna discuss in the second hour.
All right.
So how is
I'm
that?
with that.
Okay, how is that right? And when a lot of our argument for the SEC is that
Oh
the middle
boy,
of the
see,
conference
you know what? Y'all
is-
are coming around to why I wanted to have
is-
this conversation.
is just so
I knew
tough.
this was a setup.
You see, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. If feel me right here. If you had Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaq, and Kobe on the same team, somebody's going to be the weakest player. But does that mean that any of those players are not elite? No, that means you got a great players, but somebody is a weakest player. The same with the SEC. When we talk about the bottom of the barrel in the SEC, we're comparing it against the teams in the SEC. When you go on the scale of another team, if you talk about Rockefeller, we talk about Pee Wee teams in Tuskegee, Rockefeller, Zion Hill, all those teams compared to the SEC are going to be a sorrier conference. So the sorriest team in that conference is not going to be comparable. You see what I'm saying? So you can't say because the SEC has a lot of teams that are in that lower tier, they still may be better than the ACC.
I mean, it's not many teams. There's not many conferences that's worse than the ACC.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying the argument
Wow.
because people
I guess
say
what I'm
people.
Fire.
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess what I'm saying is like, based on previous arguments and how we view the SEC, majority of the teams should fall in the middle of the conference. The top and the bottom should be thin, and the middle of the conference should be packed with notable names, because we often say that the middle, when we compare it to the Big Ten, we say that the bottom of the Big Ten is garbage. Bottom of the SEC is a little bit better. But we say that what the difference is where in the middle of the conference, the middle of the pack SEC teams would dominate some of the higher tier, would beat some of the higher tier Big Ten teams. And right now on that list that we got 7 teams between two tiers.
But you still got
It's kind
7
of leading
teams
to
in the
Nick's
middle.
previous point that the SEC has just been top heavy.
Nah, man, but like I say, bro, you got to look at you can't look at the overall conference and make that analysis. Again, if you had those players, NBA players I just named on a team, who would be the sorriest player?
Yeah, but the thing about it is
Keep
like,
Olajuwon.
Right, but you see what I'm saying? But then what is that saying? That's not saying that because Akeem Olajuwon is the worst player that all of those, you know, that player is even would come close to being not elite. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
it's just
like,
you gotta tier it. Even an elite group of things, you still have to tier it.
45 seconds.
That doesn't water it down.
45 seconds. 45 seconds.
Because you're comparing those elite teams against elite teams. Everybody can't be elite.
Akeem Olajuwon is an all-time great player.
Okay.
There's nothing all-time great about Kentucky.
No,
Akeem Olajuwon is the worst player we're saying.
I'm just making the point that if you're saying Akeem Olajuwon is the worst player, that what I'm saying is that doesn't mean that bracket he is in is a bad bracket.
Yeah, but
you see what I'm saying? You just have a higher level of competition. Same with SEC. You have a higher level of competition. If you have more teams in the bottom tier, does not diminish the competition in the conference. You just have to slide.
I get that.
Oh,
but I would use Popeye Jones instead of Akeem Olajuwon.
Okay. There it is.
Wow.
We're gonna have to end it right there.
Is
We're
that
gonna
what-
end it right there. We got to end it right there, fellas. We got to end it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we just did part 1 of SEC tiers, where we did the elite and the underwhelming. Now, in part 2, in hour number 2, we're gonna do the above average and below average teams, with the demarcation line being average. So this could still change because we are going in the hour. We're gonna go in the hour 2 and we're gonna talk about it. But y'all know what it is, man. We gotta get this thing reset. Hour number 2 of the pregame playlist. It starts right now. Let's go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Woo. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist, Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hour number 2, ladies and gentlemen, of the pregame playlist is up and ready to go. I'm making an executive decision right here on the fly. There will be no flag on the play today. So what we'll do in this hour is we're gonna intro this second hour of what we're doing right now. We'll get into the pregame post. We'll take a break, and then we're gonna get right back into this conversation because it needs a little bit more time. So at about 20 minutes after the hour, we're gonna get back into this conversation and take up the entire rest of the show, and then we'll take a break at the end of the show before we close. So executive decision on the fly. You know why it's the executive decision? Because this is all mine. And Marcus. So I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, man, pregame playlist here, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Hour number 1, we had a good debate. You know what? I heard Bubba say, I knew there was something. I said what I said. I heard him say it.
Yep.
I heard him say it. See, you know what? Patience is key, Grasshopper. Patience is key. And this debate,
I knew it was a setup when he sent the text yesterday.
The debate that I started 2 years ago continues. Patience is the key.
Okay, well now let's do the Big Ten.
That's
See
fine.
how many
We can
dumpster juice teams they got.
Yeah, we should do the Big Ten Monday.
We should do the Big Ten Monday. We can do the Big Ten Monday. We can.
We can make it a whole Power 4 thing.
We could do the Big 10, ACC, and Big 12.
Yeah.
We can do the Sun Belt.
The ACC on these 2 tiers.
That's cool.
As soon as we started ranking the bottom tier teams, I knew what was going on. I was like, yeah, here it is. Set up. Threw Auburn in the bottom tier. I was like, yeah.
Hey.
I saw you trying to sneak South Carolina in there.
Young Grasshopper. No, South Carolina in the bottom tier. They in the bottom tier. That's what they at. They in the bottom tier right
you know what? I'll make my point when the second.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Solid, Nick, I love a good setup, bro. Like,
Here's the thing. If you can make an argument for a team to move out of a tier up or down, make your argument. And if we can come to a consensus that we agree with the argument, we will move that team.
No, that's pretty cool.
We gotta get the other 2 tiers done.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we gotta get the other 2 tiers done. So we're gonna get that thing rocking and rolling. But ladies and gentlemen, man, let's go ahead and let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into the pregame post. Headlines you need to know across news, across sports, and across culture. Let's go.
The pregame pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, man, welcome back, man. The pregame post coming up right now, man. Let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. Keep it moving, man. In the MLB. Sorry about that. Cinnamon roll coming back. In the MLB from last night. Man, y'all ain't playing for real. Last night MLB games, man. The Braves get a win over the White Sox in a makeup game from June 11th. They beat them 2-0. Cardinals get a win over the Reds 10-9. The Guardians, they beat the Giants 5-2. Blue Jays, they beat the Rays. They beat the Rays 5-1. The Royals and the Athletics, they played last night, and the Royals get a win over the Athletics 6-2. Brewers, they beat the Mariners 7-4. Yankees get a win over the Orioles, 6-1. Nationals, they lose to the Texas Rangers 2-0. And the Angels just blew out the Houston Astros 18-3 last night. So, man, it's a blowout for real. Who was it that lost like 22-0? A couple of nights. The Brewers. The Brewers beat somebody like 22-0 like a couple of nights ago. So I'm telling you, man,
you lose 22-0 in baseball, you need to hit somebody.
Exactly. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
The pitcher needs to hit somebody with the ball, bro. Like you gotta
just make them mad. I'm mad. I'm just gonna hit you with the ball. We're gonna fight at the mound. It is what it is. I'll take the fine. But that is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is the MLB. So stay tuned because we are getting into pennant races at the end of this month, beginning of September. ALDS, NLDS will be coming. We got pennant races coming up in the postseason for MLB. So we definitely will be tuning into that a little bit more intently once that comes around. Looking at the NFL, man, NFL preseason is coming up tonight, man. August 21st, man. The Panthers and the Jaguars will play tonight. The Jets and the Steelers will play tonight. The Packers and the Broncos are going to play as well tonight as well. Last night, Thursday, the Raiders and the Texans played. The Raiders got a win over the Texans 22-20 in that game. Fernando Mendoza was 18-15 for 86 yards. Aiden O'Connell, 15-24 for 166 yards in this game as well. Mike Washington Jr., 9 carries for 56 yards in this game as well. So shout out to Mike Washington Jr. For rocking for doing his thing, man. Ted's got an opportunity to interview him at the Senior Bowl. Cool dude, man. Cool dude, man.
Kid.
Last night also, man, the San Francisco 49ers, they played the Chargers and they just put a whooping on the Chargers. 41-17 was the final score. Man, Mac Jones got in the game, 6-13 for 89 yards. Adrian Martinez, 8 for 17, 57 yards and 1 touchdown in that game, man. So
who else wants some of Debo?
Wow. This
it's 2026.
Oh man, it is what it is, man. But yeah, so tomorrow, Saturday, the Falcons and the Colts will play, Saints and the Rams will play, Bears and the Bengals, Eagles and the Patriots will play tomorrow, Chiefs, Buccaneers, Cowboys and the Cardinals will play.
How about them Cowboys?
Commanders and Lions, Ravens, Vikings, Bills, and the Browns. I think Shadura is going to get the start for the Browns against the Bills Saturday, and the Giants will play the Dolphins tomorrow as well. And then on Sunday, the Seahawks will play the Titans on Fox. So you get an opportunity to watch that game on Fox in prime time at 7 p.m. So preseason football, man, in prime time. Yeah, man, I can't wait to get a chance to sit down and watch that. So that's gonna be fun to watch, man. Let's keep this thing rocking and rolling. Let's go into some of the culture stuff here, man. Let's look at it, man. This might interest Tez. NASA, in a mission to save its sinking spaceship telescope, it failed. It failed to save the spacescope, man. It's verified that NASA and startup Catalyst Space Technologies called off the rescue of an aging Swift observatory Wednesday after their Link spacecraft went into an uncontrollable spin post-launch. Swift will now make a fiery re-entry later this year after 20 plus years in orbit. Well, it was up there 20 plus years, so it was about time for it to come back down. Yeah, it might need an oil change. So I don't know. We'll see. Listen to this, man. 2 tons of calamari spilled onto a Rhode Island roadway. A tractor trailer tipped over Sunday
in Rhode Island, spilling over roughly 2 tons of squid across an intersection. Police dubbed it Squidopolis. If that makes any sense to you all. Road was closed for 8 hours in cleanup. But hey,
Wow.
8 hours
Man.
cleanup from school?
do y'all remember the squid? Yeah, squid. That's the
He
same
good
thing.
as fired.
Hey, do y'all remember the story of when the monkeys got loose out of the truck?
Yes.
On
Yup.
I-10? They got loose.
Yup.
Y'all remember that story?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah.
They had to shoot a monkey and
Yeah.
kill a monkey, bro, because
Yeah.
the monkey had like AIDS or something. Or HIV.
Then they say one got away though.
They
right?
were-
One got
How
away.
Did they ever find him?
They found it. They had to kill the monkey in somebody's backyard.
Oh, they found him. Okay.
They found it. Yeah. I was
What was he
bro,
doing to that monkey?
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
It's on the
They
truck.
were
the
doing
truck,
tests.
The truck wreck.
Yeah, the truck wrecked, but they was testing.
They
the
were lab
monkeys.
monkeys.
Yeah, they were lab monkeys. They was moving the monkeys from Texas, and they just so happened to like the truck like crashed and tipped over right on I-10 near an exit near my house.
I thought
And it was a monkey that got out. All the other monkeys got like, I guess they trapped the other monkeys, but the other monkey got away. And I was like, what is up with this, bro? Like, for real? I thought it was a fake story until the news actually reported. I was like, this can't be real. Come on.
Mhm.
America, man. Wow.
HIV?
It was crazy, man.
For people that don't know, that drive trucks, that's a $100 load. That man.
It is a
wasted
$100
on that
load.
interstate.
Oh yeah.
That's a very,
That man-
yeah, he got paid for that.
That's why I say him fired. Him good and fired for that, Rick.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That is crazy out here in these streets. Let's look at this, man. China is just leaps and bounds ahead in this AI thing. So, literally, China's backflipping robots leap to blockbuster stock market debut and the latest sign of AI boom. Unitree, the Chinese robotics maker, known for backflipping dancing humanoid robots, saw shares close up roughly 460% on its Shanghai debut Wednesday, valuing the company at $51 billion as Beijing pushes robotics amid US-China AI competition. I don't know if y'all remember, but do y'all remember the video of the robot that was dancing to Michael Jackson? And like every time he tried to go up the steps, he kept falling.
Yeah.
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 Y'all remember that video?
You saw that? It's a recent video of a robot that ran like a 9 flat in the 100.
I saw
And he
that.
just ran into the wall afterwards. Like
Yeah, ran into
I
the wall.
saw that.
Yeah,
He tore
ran
his
into the wall.
ACL.
Yeah, he took. He said he tore his
That was
ACL.
That is
Wow.
good.
That's a good one,
That is-
Bubba. Hey,
Hey,
Bubba,
bruh,
that's
that
good.
is-
That is good, Bubba. He tore his ACL.
Oh my God, that is elite.
Oh man, that's
Elite.
good, bro. Oh man,
Oh man,
that is a great one.
Yeah,
that is great. Man, that's great, bro. Woo, that's funny, bro. That's a good one. I'm gonna just go ahead and go to the next one on that one because that was good. That was good. Finally, man, y'all know about this salmonella outbreak that's been going on because people don't want to wash their hands. Salmonella outbreak linked to the tainted jalapenos is not over, apparently.
Jeez, bruh, it's jalapenos.
Yes, the CDC has
It's
reported.
blueberries.
The CDC has reported that 431 people across 32 states have been sickened by salmonella tainted jalapenos from Mexico. 57 hospitalized, no deaths reported yet. Recalls have expanded to salsa, guacamole, and prepared foods at major retailers. Man, we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing, bro. We can't eat lettuce. We can't eat lettuce because if we eat lettuce, we're gonna have explosive diarrhea. We can't go to the beach in Louisiana because the flesh eating bacteria on our flesh. Then we can't have jalapenos on nachos at the football game because it might have salmonella on it because nobody want to wash their hands. So I don't, you know what, man? I think I'm
They
just
had no
going.
blueberries either, man. They
And,
had no
yeah, we
blueberries,
can't have the
bro.
blueberries. Like, what's going on, bro? You know what? I think I'm just gonna fast. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fast. Did y'all see that? There was a video that came out about a meat processing place. I'm trying to figure out where it is. But if you see that video,
it would not make you want to eat meat ever again.
Mm.
The way that they just had like the hogs and everything just spilled out everywhere, and it was
Mm.
Oh yeah. I think
Oh,
that was
yeah.
in Nebraska
Oh.
or something.
oh
It was
my
out there
god.
in the Midwest.
Anybody on here eat chitlins?
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
Never
No.
tried them.
no.
Never tried them.
no.
Well, I can say that
It's
I am a
dangerous.
reformed. I can say that I am a reformed
She
chitlin.
said,
eater.
"On reform chilling."
Used to eat it when I was little. Not anymore. Can't do it. Can't do it. Good. Though. Good on it.
Allegedly, they're really good. It's
What-
just they got to be cooked
What
perfect.
thing?
Yeah, you gotta
What
clean
changed
them.
your
You gotta
mind?
Gotta
clean them
prep them
like 3-4
perfect.
times, bro. Huh?
What changed your mind?
Hypertension changed my mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah.
y'all
I
what
just
my-
never got
I
into
would
it.
say y'all what my
Like,
kids call them. I would tell y'all what my kids call them, but I don't think that's appropriate for today.
nah, bro.
Yeah.
Hypertension.
I don't know,
bro.
man. Like for me, yeah, my family, man, that's all they eat. Chitlins and all kinds of just, well, we all from the same place. You know that Southern foods.
Pig feet,
Delicacies.
pig ears,
Yeah,
pig tail.
I just could never get into it, man. You walk in the kitchen and it smells like open ass. Like you don't want to.
Oh my
Why am I supposed to eat food? You supposed to eat food, bro, and the kitchen smell like this.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all eat oxtails?
I do eat oxtails.
You know oxes doesn't.
Yeah.
You know oxes don't have tails.
No.
Oxtails don't exist.
Exactly. So what are we eating then? What are you eating
have-
if you eat oxtails?
Cow tails?
The cow
Y'all
tails.
tails, maybe.
No, that's
Yeah.
it's a bull tail.
Woo!
Yeah.
What you eating that bull booty? That's what you eating, bull booty. Hey, so did y'all know that steak is bull butt? Like depending on the cut of steak that you get, is like the butt of the bull.
Yeah.
A lot of it is.
Jesus
If you
Christ,
go,
man.
sir, if you go to I think it's Longhorn. It's one of those steakhouses. They actually got the breakdown of
Yeah.
what comes off what part of the cow.
There is a Jamaican place in Mobile that I can only go to like once every 6 months, because as soon as you eat it, you have to be near a toilet within like 30 minutes.
But why would you be going back though?
Because
Every
it's
6
so
months?
good, bro.
Oh,
It is so good, bro.
wait, really?
It is
Good.
so good. The food is so good, but I trust me.
Huh?
If you eat it, you have to be at home when you eat it and not have
What?
plans for real. Because
Yeah.
That means it's healthy.
it go through you, bro. It goes through you. It is so good.
That's
bro.
a-
It's called Jamaican
that's how I feel
vibes, I
about-
believe. No, it is
That's how I
Jamaican
feel about
vibes.
Taco Bell, bro.
Huh?
That's how I feel
Oh
about
my
Taco
God.
Bell. It's great, but man, them burritos got skates on them. Like they
What?
just don't stop
What?
moving.
Bruh, that Jamaican food, boy. Woo. Man, I'm telling you, P-Pads, when he put up that Jamaican food, that's the first restaurant I thought about in Mobile. I was like, man, they food so good, but bro, like when you eat it, you need to be at the house, because I'm telling you, it could be a bad day if you out. I'm telling you, it could be a bad day if you out walking around. Like, say for instance, you eat it, you be like, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'm gonna go somewhere and just, walk around. No, you don't. No. Go home, bruh. Go home. I'm telling you.
You probably
It's good,
should just get it to go and eat it in the bathroom.
Wow.
Set up a
Oh,
little
man.
tray.
But the food is so good. It is really, really good. Like you eat, it is so good. I'm telling you, man. Get you some Jamaican food, some real good, authentic Jamaican food.
Man.
Use some jollof rice to go with it. Woo!
Yeah,
I
man.
might get some tomorrow. Who knows? I'll be at home all day. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we're gonna slide out right here, man. 19 minutes after the hour. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get this thing rock and rolling. When we come back, we're gonna finish this debate on tiering the teams in the SEC. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pregame Playlist for the Cool Talk Sports. Let's go. Breaking news. Every Sunday night, DC Wolf brings you the biggest stories, hottest takes, and everything you missed across Auburn athletics, from football to basketball and beyond. If it's happening on the plains, you will hear it here first. Live Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, only on Auburn Addicts TV.
Sun shining on the avenue. It's one of them days. Let's ride. Summertime in the city. Oh. Window down, got the speakers loud. Whole city vibing when we come around. Hear my homeboys upset, where y'all at? Meet me downtown where the action at. Fresh white tea and my favorite kicks. Everybody outside trying to catch a flick. Got a text from Shawty, says she's on the way. Now I know it's gonna be a good day. No stress, no worries tonight. Everything feeling right. Blue skies and neon lights. We alive, we alive. Summertime in the city. Everybody looking pretty. Hands up, rocking with me. Summertime in the city. Summertime in the city. Got my whole crew rolling with me. Girl, come get busy with me. Summertime in the city. Summertime in the city. Summertime in the city. Pulled up to the spot and she stepped outside, looking so good, got me losing my mind. Sundress blowing in the summer breeze. Girl got everybody staring, but she looking at me. Ice cream truck on the corner still. Kids running through the park on the hill. Music blasting from a rooftop party. Whole block moving like everybody family. No stress, no worries tonight. Everything feeling right. Blue skies and neon lights. We alive, we alive. Summertime in the city. Everybody looking pretty. Hands up, rocking with me. Oh yeah. Turn me up. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. I walk in, lights low. You already vibing. DJ got the whole room perfectly timing. You look back, slow glance, I caught that. Body talking loud, yeah, I want that. Oh, yeah. Heels on the floor, make the rhythm behave. Every step you take, get the room in a wave. I ain't even tryna rush your pace, but girl, you got me locked on your waist, yeah. I see you, don't stop, keep it right there. You got everybody like, who that? When you move like that, ain't nobody else in the room like that. Don't stop, move like that. Girl, wind it up, let the bass hit hard, don't slow it up. Hands in the air, let your body go, we don't care. Let the whole world know like that. Don't play it safe, let the rhythm take over everything. All night long, we vibing out. When you move like that, we wildin' out. Oh yeah, keep going. Oh yeah, now we close to your energy all on me. Heartbeat matching 1, 2, 3. Sweat dripping, neon lights. We ain't leaving till the morning light. Spin slow, bring it back one time. Drop low, right on the downbeat line. I'm caught up, no way out. You the one they all talking about. Yeah, right there. Don't stop, keep it right there. You got everybody like, who that? When you move like that, ain't nobody else in the room like that. Girl, wind it up, let the bass hit hard, don't slow it up.
Did you like that last song? I knew you would. Check out this next one. You'll like it too. Right here on the Pregame playlist.
We outside. Let's go. Phone on D&D, I ain't tryna hear excuses no more. You switched up on me, now you're buzzing like you're clueless. Had me in the house, then losing my mind. Now the crew outside and they're saying it's my time. So I threw that black tee on with the chain hanging. Fresh, fake, clean, in the city still banging. Windows down while we riding through the east side. Heartbreak hit hard, but tonight I'ma be alright. Couple shots in, now I'm loosening up. DJ play my song, got the whole spot jumping. Oh yeah, I was down bad for a minute, no lie. Now shawty looking at me from the other side. Tonight I'm on my ish. Back outside and I'm lit. Two-step hands up. Hope her vibing to this. Girl, keep pulling me close. Pull me close. Whisper slow in my ear, real slow. Said she wanna roll. Told her, baby, let's disappear. Tonight I'm on my ish, 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 on my ish. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, tonight I'm on my. Now we in the corner and she dance like she mean it. Skin so smooth and her body got me leaning. Brown skin glow with the lip gloss popping. Every dude looking, but tonight she choosing. She said your ex must be crazy for real. I laugh back like, girl, you ain't even know the deal. One thing led to another real fast. Now we in the ride and she riding shotgun. City lights blur while the bass still knocking. Hands on her waist while she singing every line. Every line. So she usually this wild with somebody, but tonight got her feeling some type of way. Tonight I'm on my ish, on my ish, on my ish. Back outside and I'm lit. Two-step hands up, whole club vibing this. Girl keep pulling me close, hold me close, hold me close. Whisper slow in my ear, real slow. Said she wanna roll, so the baby let's disappear. Tonight I'm on my ish, 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 on my ish. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, tonight I'm on my ride with me.
Yo, welcome back to Water Cooler Talk Sports here, pregame playlist, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Before we get this thing rock and roll and get it popped off, man, this is what King Richard will be doing soon on the shows. This is what he'll be doing. But I'm gonna give y'all an update of what happened last night in high school football here in Alabama. Daphne played Spanish Fort. Spanish Fort won the game 18-15. Number 15 Parker lost to number 16 Vestavia Hills 32-14. They did. And number 1 Thompson, they beat number 2 Central Phoenix City 41-14 last night. So yeah, man. High school football is in effect in the state of Alabama. So I'm just giving you a preview of what one young King Richard will be doing when he will be giving us the rundown on high school sports starting here in about 2 weeks. King Richard will be coming on and doing that in the King's commentary segment.
That's what's up, man.
So, get ready for it, ladies and gentlemen, man. He'll be debuting high school football. Like tonight, he'll be at Jackson and Centennial in Jackson, Alabama. Tomorrow, he'll be at the Blunt Viger game. Tonight, I will be at the BC Rain and Baldwin County game tonight. So, yeah, I'm telling you, man, high school football is coming into effect. So, I get ready, man. It's going to be fun. About to have a great year of sports here on Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel, man. All right, let's get back into this. Let's get back into this debate. All right, so in hour 1, we did the elite and underwhelming tier of teams. Here's what we have so far. We have Georgia and Alabama in the elite tier. Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, and Florida in the underwhelming tier. Now, just for reference, these are the teams that we are ranking in these tiers from 2020, basically the precipice of transfer portal, NIL, all of that, when it became kind of like what it is, where we are now, up until now. Just so people know, we're looking at program success on the field, we're looking at recruiting, we're looking at resources, we're looking at coaching, we're looking at everything that has to do with that program. And we are ranking the SEC teams in tiers. We've done the elite tier, underwhelming tier already. The demarcation point is average. So now we are at the point to where we are going to rank the above average and below average teams in this hour 2. Now, if somebody can make a very compelling point as to why a team should either move up or move down, we have to come to a consensus, and then we will move that team based on where they are to where they could be. So let's get into it. Teams that we have left: LSU, Missouri, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Texas A&M, and Texas. Those are the final 7 teams that we have to rank between the above and below average. And once we do that, then we'll have the opportunity to make arguments about teams that we can either move up or move down. All right, let's start with LSU. Where are we putting LSU on this list?
Above average.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say above average.
Above average.
Above average. Okay. So LSU, above average. All right, that was easy. All right. let's see if we can find another easy one. Tennessee. Where are we putting Tennessee?
Above average.
Okay. I had a feeling that was going to be there too. All right, so Tennessee above average. Let's get another easy one. All right, well, semi-easy. Texas A&M.
Above average.
Ooh, they had a rough start.
Had a rough start.
21,
They
22.
They did.
Yeah.
Jimbo Fisher time.
What was their record? Oh, that's right. I forgot about Jimbo.
And then 24, they started 8-0, but they finished like 9-4 or 8-5.
But
So I
they're
think-
perennially like a 8-win team, though.
8-9 win team. They are.
Yeah.
I
That's
still-
just-
What's the back
They're on the line.
Back half of that, what's the name?
I probably would still put them above average. Though.
yeah, they are above average program.
That's fair.
Do you agree with that, Ant? Above average. Did we lose Ant? Okay, so Ant doesn't agree with above average. So once that happens, we have 3 people saying above average. We have 1 person saying above average. I was gonna say they was above average, so it's 4-1. So we got Texas A&M above average. Now, Ant, if you can make a compelling argument as to why they shouldn't be when we get done, make that argument, my guy. Rudy the Boxer, yes, this is SEC only. This one is SEC only. We will have a Big Ten one coming up as well. So be on the lookout. We do have one coming. All right. So Texas A&M. Now, let's get into some interesting ones. Missouri. Where
Another one
is
on that
Missouri?
line. They have what, 2 10-win seasons, but they started the 2020s really rough. Like 3 straight fringe bowl eligibility seasons.
They are literally average.
Yeah, like they are the epitome of it.
Right.
They have 2 10-win seasons, and they beat Ohio State in a bowl game.
That's what I was finna say.
They did beat Ohio State in a bowl game. That is true.
And they
They're right on that
gradually
line.
gotten better. And they gradually gotten better every year.
I tend to say above average for them. They are a team that
Barely above.
at the end of the year you look up and you like, when did Missouri win all them games? Like even when they won 8, you just like, man, when did they win 8 games? Where was I?
Okay. So we got Ted saying above. We got Ant saying above. DC, what say you, sir?
Golly, man, that one is difficult, man.
That's a tough one.
That's difficult.
If there was an average tier, I'd stick right in that.
Yeah, I want to go below
Yeah,
average.
me too.
Because they're not like Ted said, because there's not an average category, I go below average.
I have them right below the average line and below.
Yeah, that's why I got them like.
Okay.
That's where I have them at. So we have 2 below average. We have 2 above average. Bubba, you are the breaking tie. What say you, sir?
Jesus. They're just all right. They're like
Call
they're sitting
him.
right on the fence. But I'll put right above average. That's
Above
2 10-win seasons.
Okay. So Missouri goes in the above average tier. All right, go ahead, Ant.
I'm finna say I think we all agree that they're like either they're right above or right below.
Okay.
So it's no really and truly we all agree, but we just like they said we don't have an average, so we can't put them there.
Okay.
But
All
they're
right.
on the line either way it goes.
You know what? They probably should be the demarcation line. Are you
They-
better or,
Yeah.
or worse than Missouri?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't put them with the teams that have already put in the above.
They
average.
are like dead square in the middle of the conference.
I couldn't
Okay.
put them with the LSU and the Tennessee.
Okay. All right. So next team, Oklahoma. Now
That's a clear.
With Oklahoma, you have to take into account Oklahoma just got into the conference in 2024, but they are an SEC team. And I'm going to make the executive decision right here that you can count what they did in 2020 up until now as a team for them to go into this tier. So where would you put Oklahoma at on this list?
Above average.
It's above average.
Yeah, clearly above average.
Ant might feel different about this.
Yeah, they borderline elite to me. me.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's Ant was going to go for that. That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing is like I said, when you look at the peers in these peers, we just ranked Missouri. We just put Missouri in the same category as Oklahoma.
That's why I didn't put Missouri.
Oklahoma is like, you see what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, that's why I didn't put Missouri in
I don't
that category.
know.
But
yeah, but I don't know if I would say Missouri is below average though.
Yeah, it's hard.
I don't think they're a below average team, but I also don't think I think putting them in the same tier with Oklahoma is disrespectful to what Oklahoma is.
That's why I didn't.
But then I also don't think Oklahoma is elite.
Right.
They have 2 10-win seasons. They're on par with Tennessee in terms of team success and record.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they have to be in the same tier. It just so happened that their best years were not in the 12-team playoff era.
True.
Okay. So are we putting them? Are we saying Oklahoma is an above average, borderline elite team, or are we just saying they're just an above average team?
It's above average.
Yeah.
Above average. Okay. Oklahoma is going into the above average category. I'm gonna be real with you.
Tiers.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I kind of feel the same way Ant feel. I think Oklahoma is a borderline elite team. I think you can make an argument that they can be a borderline elite team. I'm just saying. That's just me.
It's just they go up and down so much. They'll go 10 wins, 6 wins, 10 wins, 6 wins.
I would go there.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Oklahoma off the board. Texas, the other team that came into the conference in 2024. Take into account what they did from 2020 up until now. They did win the Big 12. They did come in the conference, their first year in the conference in the SEC, and play for an SEC championship. And they won a playoff game against Arizona State, but they did lose to Ohio State, who did become the eventual national champions that year in 2024. I think they won the conference. I think they won the Big 12 in 2023 as well, I believe, as well. Somebody can fact check me on that one, just to make sure. But what say you about Texas? Tess.
I'd put them above average.
Okay, so you got
and it pains me to say I wanted to put them at the bottom, but I put them above average, man. Like you said, if we're talking about the totality of it, resources is what takes them above the average for me.
Good point.
Resources, and they haven't been just a awful football team. They're just not as good as everybody thinks they are. Yeah.
Okay.
I still above average.
So we got one above average. Bubba.
Yeah, it's clearly above average. 35 wins in the last 3 seasons. They almost made it to the national championship twice. They really had a long, thought-out battle with Ohio State, and they nearly beat Kalen DeBoer's Washington team. 35 wins last 3 years. That's above average.
Okay. And
Much as I hate to say it, I kind of put them in the boat with Oklahoma.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay. So
we got Texas, Missouri, Tennessee, and Oklahoma in the same tier.
And Texas A&M. Don't forget Texas A&M.
And Texas A&M.
I wouldn't say the same tier because they're like, you got borderline average because we don't have a regular average, and you got.
Wait a minute, no, we ain't got DC. DC might have them below average. DC.
No, I got them above average. I got
okay, I was about to say. Okay.
We're to the point where we're splitting tiers into their own tiers.
Yeah. Because and that's what, like, with the SEC, the nuance of it all, man. It's like you have teams that are like borderline elite. You know what I'm saying? Borderline good. So.
Because
I'd say they're in the same tier for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at who's left.
Yeah.
This tier is
There's only one left. There's only one left. Ole Miss. Ole Miss is the last team. Where are we putting the Ole Miss?
I was actually going to argue they should be bumped up to the elite tier.
Above average.
All right. We have our first challenge. So right now, Ole Miss, because I had them in the above average, but we have our first challenge. Bubba, explain to us why Ole Miss should be in the elite tier with Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah, I think they should be right over that line because I think they've clearly been a better program than anyone else in the above average tier.
Okay.
They have 4 double-digit win seasons, and they nearly made the national championship game just last year. They've been one of the most consistent teams in the conference. It's Georgia, Alabama, and then I think Ole Miss is right there at number 3.
How do y'all feel about that argument?
That's not. I mean, that's
I
not.
agree.
But if you put them there, you got to put Oklahoma there.
No, because Ole Miss has had no drop off. Ole Miss has had no drop off.
I'm saying
Oklahoma has
them
2
there,
6-win seasons to go in that with that.
Yeah, but if you put it with Oklahoma's success, and then you talk about the success he just said with Texas, you know what I'm saying, being 1 game away from a national championship, making the playoffs, and winning the Big 12 twice. So I don't know, man.
That's the difference.
It's like how do you put one in out and leave the other ones out?
Because Ole Miss is 55-19 since 2020.
Okay.
That's not Texas. That's not Oklahoma.
What is Oklahoma?
Hold up. I'll pull it up.
All right. So right now, this is what the tiers look like. I want everybody to know that the demarcation
There's no
line,
below average teams.
The demarcation line is average.
That's what I was talking about with the rankings.
Demarcation line, the demarcation line is average.
It balances
You have
out.
the elite tier, which is Georgia and Alabama. Currently, right now, you have above average, which is LSU, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, and Ole Miss. No teams in the below average. And then you have underwhelming teams in Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, and Florida. That is how the ranking, that is how the tiers look right now. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to make an argument as to where these teams should be within tiers, because somebody did say that. So let's go back through it. Let's start at the top. Georgia and Alabama, are they solidly in the elite category?
I would say so.
Okay, so we have 2 solid teams that are in the elite category. Now, the line below them between elite and above average is the demarcation point between both of them. Now, LSU, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Ole Miss. Which one of those teams is closer to the elite line in that category? And we can put them there.
Probably be Oklahoma and Ole Miss. And I would lean more towards Ole Miss because, the last 4 years, we're talking about what Lane Kiffin's tenure. They've been a good football team, I think. So I would lean towards Ole Miss being in a tier higher if I had to. I probably would put Oklahoma. I don't know if I would say they had been elite, but I could say confidently that Ole Miss has been elite since 2020.
Okay, so Ole Miss is right on that line of potentially being an elite program. All right, that's one team. Texas, where does Texas land in this tier of above average? Are they closer to that line? Are they solidly in the middle, or are they closer to the average line when it comes to being an above average team?
I think they're on the high end of above average,
okay,
but they're not elite.
Okay, so we'll go Texas on the high end. All right, Oklahoma. Are we saying Oklahoma's close to that line, solidly in the above average team, or closer to the bottom?
I think Oklahoma again is parallel with Ole Miss. I'm looking at the record. You said Ole Miss is what 55 and 19. Oklahoma is 52 and 24. That's you see what I'm saying. So like
the only reason
that's pretty much the same to me. You know what I'm saying? When you
only reason
they won,
the only reason
they got that beating Colorado and
the president put the Big 12 stuff in. You know what I'm saying? So
DC, I see your point, and I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just Ole Miss is right over that line for me, and Oklahoma. The reason is they have 2 losing seasons, and I don't want to have losing seasons in the elite tier. That's the only reason.
But they have the same record though. They have virtually the same record though.
It's close, but again, Oklahoma has not had the drop off. They had the 2020 year where they were 500, and then they had 1 8-win season, whereas Oklahoma has had 2 6-win seasons. Elite programs are not inconsistent.
All right,
they have
Missouri.
the same record, though, but go ahead.
Where's Missouri?
It's fair. It's fair.
I think we all agree that Missouri is right at that average line.
Yeah,
They're sitting on the line.
yeah, they are definitely.
They have both feet fully planted on the line.
Okay. Texas A&M, are they close to the top? Are they solidly in the middle? Are they solidly within the above average, or are they close to the bottom part?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
I would say, man, you can make a serious argument that they should be near the top of that tier. This, like, if you take in totality, like we said, resources, they have plenty. They've been able to recruit extremely well. We know that. Results haven't seen it on the field, but they were a playoff team last year.
I can make the argument that Texas A&M should be closer to the bottom of that above average tier.
I can't.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
It just depends on how you weigh resources versus on-field success.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And if we just talking about
And-
on the field, of course, I would put them at the bottom. But when we started, we said we would consider, when we're talking about Alabama, we were considering resources. Georgia, we would consider resources, recruiting, in the whole total story.
Yeah.
And it's like, outside of on the field, Texas A&M is an elite program.
Yeah.
Well,
outside of the results on the field, they are elite.
But the on the field part, but the on the field part is very important right here.
It is very important. But
yeah, that's why I got them dead in the
we
middle.
saw them in the playoff last year.
But you got to think about it. That's one out of how many years though? A&M had the top.
Had number one recruit class. Had all those guys
in 21, 22. One of those 2 years, and they didn't do nothing with it till now.
True.
And a lot of those guys transferred
That's the
out.
jumbo tax.
I give you that.
Right.
But when you're finna put, if you're saying that they're closer to the bottom, you're finna put a playoff team from last year in the same tier as Florida, Kentucky, Vanderbilt.
No, I'm not putting. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm putting them closer to the average line. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I'm not.
When you said near the bottom, I thought you meant
near the bottom of the above
like,
average tier. That's what I'm saying. Near the bottom of the above average tier.
That's fair. But even then, like, Missouri is not a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the teams in those when we were putting them in those gaps. Like, I think, if anything, you know, if you're going to argue that Texas was a playoff team in the SEC, Texas won the conference.
No, Texas did not win conference in the SEC.
No,
they didn't win it. No, you're right.
Georgia came back and won.
Yeah, Georgia came back and won that game. They were in the championship game, rather.
Mhm.
Oklahoma, playoff team. That tier is confusing to me. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because you have teams that are essentially have put themselves in positions to win national championships, ranked in the same category with teams that haven't.
Yeah, it's the tiers within tiers.
Right there, I don't know if that's fair.
But to the point,
Missouri-
but here's the question: to the point of what DC was saying when he was making the argument about Alabama potentially not being an elite team. If they were in the 14 playoff, they wouldn't have made it. If the year that Missouri won 10 games, if there was a 12-team playoff, Missouri would have solidly been in the playoff field. So
yeah, but we can't do what we can't do.
That's what I was saying when that argument was being made. But I was just saying, you know?
I think the whole point of this list, try to get this concrete, because it was just so vague to begin with.
Never gonna be concrete. We try to make it as solid as we possibly can.
Yeah,
lines, I'm saying it's
like hard.
It's combating, like we're combating these vague takes of how people look at the conference.
But that is, but to DC's point, that is part of it, because the playoff format did change in the middle of this time frame. It was a 14 playoff. It did go to a 12-team playoff. So if you do look at, you know, what happened in that 14 time span compared to now, if there was a 12-team playoff at that particular point in time, Missouri would have been a playoff team.
That's true. But then think about this. You're also taking into account win-loss records from two teams that weren't even in the conference.
It's a good point, but they were still part of the playoff era as well too. They were still able to be a part of that playoff era. If this tier is about teams that have had the opportunity to potentially make the playoff. Here's the thing: the top tier, the elite tier, Georgia and Alabama, they've won national championships in this era. They won SEC championships as well, so they've won the conference. This tier right here is literally full of teams that in the playoff era, if the 12-team playoff would have been instituted at one point in time, they would have been a playoff team. If of things stuff that nature like that, these teams all would have been playoff teams at some point in time during this era. If the 12-team playoff was in full effect since 2020,
they weren't.
That's been my argument the whole time. But the playoff era did change in the middle of the era, so that does bring in another caveat to the whole situation. So
I get that. I get that. But then it brings in the question, like if you insert that, then you got to look at Texas and Oklahoma and say, okay, yeah, they might have made the 12-team playoffs, but would they have made it playing SEC competition? Would they have done it against, like, all of these teams outside of them have played each other? So
Texas did. Texas and Oklahoma did. Texas and Oklahoma did.
Yeah,
they made the 14
for a year,
but not in the years they were in the Big 12.
Texas actually played Washington the year they was either the last year of the Big 12 or the year before they was in there.
I'll put it like this. Here's how I answer your question, Tez. Besides Oklahoma's first year in the conference, they have proven, I think, that they can compete in the SEC and be a perennial playoff team. Oh, I will say that.
Oklahoma,
but it's only been 1 year.
But it's only been 1 year but they've only been in the conference 2 years.
Texas, that's the subjective piece of it.
I get that. Right. I get that.
That's
part.
What I'm saying.
Texas has made the playoff in the SEC, and they could have made it last year as well. They had a strong argument as a 9-win team, but they didn't. But
Vanderbilt could have made it last year, but they didn't. We're not bumping them up at the bottom because they almost made the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's Vanderbilt. But when you look at the totality of it, we just can't take one season into account. You have to look at the
That's
whole
what we're doing. That's what we're doing with Texas. We're literally
but Texas has been good. But Texas has been good since 2020.
They've been
but Texas has been a good football team since 2020. They have, in the words of Bubba, they haven't had a down. They haven't had much of a drop off.
That's why I asked,
not against these teams.
Texas. That's why I asked, are we considering those two?
Well, they're part of the SEC. So how are you not going to consider them? That would just be like you can't not consider two teams that are part of the conference. They part of the conference.
Tell me, so 1 year in the SEC is enough.
They're part of the conference. So what are we supposed to do? So what are we supposed to do in this situation? Be like, all right, we just gonna look at the 14 teams that have consistently been a part of the conference since 2020. That's disingenuous in my opinion.
Yeah, that is disingenuous, and it's also disingenuous to consider what teams did before a 12-team playoff when there was no 12. To say if that's disingenuous, it's also disingenuous to say that if it was a 12-team playoff, they would have made it.
That's the reason why I was pushing back on DC about the whole Alabama thing. I agree with you. That's my point.
Man, I get it.
But since it was brought up, I brought it into the conversation as part of this conversation. That's the only reason why I said something. I literally pushed back on DC at the beginning of the show when he said that. What he said about if they didn't make it in the 14 play. I was like, but it was still, but they didn't make it.
All I'm saying is, if you're looking at those teams and you consider all of that, and you look at Texas A&M, I don't think that they're closer to average over the last 20 years. When you consider everything we consider when we say Alabama, the reason why we put Alabama up there, to DC's point, when DC brought up that point, we pointed towards resources. We pointed towards things outside that happened on the football field.
But it seems like you putting all the emphasis on resources. They weren't a good football team at the beginning. They weren't a good football team at the beginning of the decade. They weren't.
I'm saying that. I'm not putting all of that on the resources. I'm saying that when we had a discussion about another team, resources was the thing that moved the needle.
Okay, but that doesn't mean. But also to the point about Alabama. Alabama also had success on the field as well. Yeah, a lot of these teams have resources.
Point that I'm trying to make.
But Alabama.
The overarching point that I'm trying to make is we need more tiers.
Well, we don't have more tiers. These are the tiers we have. We have these 4.
I know. I got you.
That's what
you need. I mean, if you had 2 tweener tiers, then we wouldn't be having this a good
these
conversation.
These are the 2 tweener tiers above.
No, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you had, the demarcation line make a good conversation.
Right.
Can we just like extend the line, like just make
if
the line
if we would have had
almost fellas. That's not how life goes.
Right. If we had an almost elite level, we would have been. The show would have been over, man. We'd have been rolling credits a long time.
That's what I'm saying. We could have literally just got on here and just been like, this is it. And we're like, all right, guys, it's good. All right, y'all have a great day, man. Great morning, great weekend. And we could have literally did that.
Right.
The whole point of me doing this was to have this whole conversation, just like this. And we ain't even got to the bottom part of the tiers yet to see if we can move those guys up somewhere. We ain't even got to that yet.
You know what's crazy about this is like, I don't think that Texas A&M they deserve to be in that tier. I think that's where they deserve. I'm not arguing that they should be at a tier below or a tier higher. I'm just pointing out the fact that they are in the same tier with some teams that have not done nearly as much as they've done. And we're talking about a playoff team last year.
But Texas has
they're
won
in
a
the tier
playoff
with
game.
Missouri.
Texas won a playoff game. Oklahoma's won a playoff game.
They're
Texas
in the tier with Missouri.
Missouri has won 11 games.
But they're at the bottom of the tier, though.
But
they're at the bottom of the tier.
That's why they're at the bottom of the tier.
Missouri,
Texas A&M
it's
has Texas A&M won 11 games in a season? Has Texas A&M won 11 games in a season?
There's tiers within the tiers then.
No, but I'm saying, you got a tier within the tier.
That's fair.
That's all it's going to be. It's like Missouri, like we say, Missouri is on the precipice of falling out of that tier. You see what I'm saying?
Literally.
So they're at the bottom of that tier. Yeah, Oklahoma and Ole Miss will be at the top of that tier. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But they are, in the same category. But one is going to be totally way more convincing and easy to be in that tier than, bro. We had to sit and get Missouri in the tier. We had to make arguments to get them in there. When we said Oklahoma and Ole Miss, it was just like, they automatically in there. They should maybe be elite. Yeah, we were pushing them to the next tier. So
I got an argument.
I got you, man.
We got to get to the bottom tier. We got to get to this bottom tier. Go ahead, and we ain't got that much time. Go ahead.
I think LSU should be below average.
Why?
LSU played for the SEC championship game in 2022.
In 20, yeah, but they was 8-4 that year. I mean, they really, since they won a title, they've really declined.
Okay, but they average though.
But they're below average though.
There is no average.
I don't know. I think they've only had one losing season.
So when you think of LSU though, you don't think of
No, I don't.
8-4, 7-5.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Like we actually talked about this off the pod when we talk about LSU.
We see what our eyes.
Before Nick Saban got to LSU was not this dominant football program that everybody talks like they are. It was Nick Saban winning. It was Nick Saban winning the national championship. Les Miles getting that national championship, and then it was almost 12 years later when they won a national championship. So besides those 3 years, we was looking at the numbers and we was like, LSU was not like. It's not like LSU was like this powerhouse team that everybody looks at them like now. Not since 2000, since 2000 when Nick Saban got in 2002. No, he got in 2000, excuse me. But when he got in 2000, but ever since then, they have gotten to the point to where you look at them as a team that has the ability to go in and win. But before that, they weren't a team that you was just looking at and just like, oh, we scared of LSU to come in. Like it wasn't like that. Like we looked at the numbers and stuff.
There's a facade there because from 2010 to 2020, they were essentially them and Auburn were on the same level.
They were on
2010 through 2020. They were an 8 or 9 win team that had a couple great years.
That's true. That's true. All right, let's look at this underwhelming tier real quick, and let's see if we're gonna move any guys up from underwhelming to below average. Because right now, underwhelming, we have Auburn, we have Auburn, Arkansas, South Carolina, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, and Florida in the underwhelming tier. Nobody's in the below average tier right now. Is there an argument for anybody in the underwhelming tier to go up to below average right now? And I think Ted says what he wants to make.
Yeah, Vanderbilt. I'd put
That's the
Vanderbilt
only
in the
team
below
I could
average
think
tier.
of. Yeah, I could think of Vanderbilt maybe.
Team almost made the playoffs. We know what they've done in recent history. I'm looking at where teams are going versus, just the totality of it. Like, are you getting better? Since 2020, have you gotten better as a football team? Have you progressed? And Vanderbilt has done that. I would put them as a below average team.
If you say Vandy, then South Carolina's in that tier.
Oh my God!
South Carolina had one.
Yeah, I was actually going to make the case for both South Carolina and Kentucky.
Oh my God!
Yeah, because Nick, South Carolina missed the playoffs. They was in the conversation now.
Yeah, but then what did they do after that?
What has Vandy done? You're putting Vandy.
We don't
there.
know.
won 10 games.
We don't know.
I mean,
the season hadn't started.
What did they do at the beginning? But what did they do at the beginning of the era, though?
Yes,
What did
they
they do
were
at the beginning of the era?
26 and 25.
South Carolina's been better. South Carolina's been better than Vandy at the beginning of the era.
You can't dismiss the beginning of the era, though. You can't just like throw away what they did.
They're 26 and 45 since the beginning of the 2020s. But
who's talking about South Carolina?
That is an interesting point, though, because they are elevated.
You said South Carolina is?
No, I was. Vandy has been elevating, but South Carolina. My point for South Carolina is they're 35 and 38, and they have 3 winning seasons. And Kentucky is over 500 since 2020 with a 10-win season, 2 7-win seasons. I think that takes them up from
500.
Okay, so here we go. So 2020, South Carolina was 2-8. 2021, they were 7-6. 2022, 8-5. 2023, 5-7. 9-4. 2024. 2025, 4-8.
Yeah, you got to give them below average.
You got to give South Carolina. I have shout out. Hey, South Carolina is a below average team. I have to get. There we go.
So do you put Vanderbilt, South Carolina, and Kentucky in the below average?
So what was Kentucky's again? What was I'm looking at it by year.
They're 38 and 36 overall since 2020. They were 5 and 6 in 2020. They won a bowl game. Then 2021, 10 and 3. 2022, 7 and 6. 2023, 7 and 6, and then 4 and 8 and 5 and 7.
Yeah, that's below average.
That is below average. That is below average.
Very bottom of below average.
They have a 10-win season in there, so that is below. So Kentucky has to go into the below average. Okay.
Shout out Lynn Bout.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Kentucky, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt.
And then Vanderbilt. Let's look at the records per year for Vanderbilt. So before we make this, Vanderbilt per year since 2020. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Vanderbilt since 2020. Vanderbilt has been 0-9.
Lord have mercy.
2-10. 2-10.
Jesus Christ.
2-10, 5-7, 2-10. Then it started getting better. 7 and 6, 10 and 3.
I'm gonna have to put them in the bottom, bro. Need them in the bottom.
That's Vanderbilt.
Well, I mean, you could argue they should be in the same tier for different reasons.
Good Lord, bro. Oh, and 10, you should be yeah.
I can't. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this list in general. Like, I cannot. I understand we're looking back to 2020. I get that, but where are you now? From 2020 to where you are at now should be what we're talking about. And the thing about it is, like, DC was kind of right when he was talking about Alabama and they're making a decline. Like, that should be considered as well. It's like, where are you trajectory?
But I don't agree that Alabama is making a decline.
No. I'm not saying that they should come down a tier, but I'm just saying, like, to even look at it that way and say, hey, this team has been up here and now they're sliding, right? They're not the same team that they used to be is a fair argument to make. And I look at Vanderbilt, that team is getting better. Where are they at now? What's going to happen? what's gonna happen is we're gonna rank these teams towards tier. We're gonna put Vanderbilt at the bottom, and Jared Curtis is gonna be Cam Newton.
But what if Vanderbilt comes out here and has a 3-9 or 4-8 season again? What would be your argument then?
But that's where projection comes.
I won't have argument.
That's the reason why.
Again,
that's
we'll
the
put 'em at
reason
the
why.
bottom.
That's the reason why I said at the beginning, I don't want to talk about what they could be moving forward. Look at what has happened on the field. No, I didn't. I didn't. No, I just said what if.
You just literally said what if they come out and have a
what if
3-win
they come out
season?
here and I said what if they come out here and be 4-8? Then what we gonna put them at then? So all I'm asking is,
what if Georgia comes out and go 4-8?
Yeah, but Georgia in the year has won 2 national championships, 2 SEC championships, and had multiple 10-win seasons. So that would
What
be
if Alabama
1 year.
comes out and
That's
go
1
4-8?
year. That's 1 year in a 6-year period. We're talking about
Texas
a Vanderbilt
A&M come
team.
out and go
We're talking
4-8?
about
What
a
if
Vanderbilt
Texas goes
team
4-8?
in 1 year, in a 5-year period, that has a 1 10-win season. But all the other years have been 2, 5, 2, 0-9 seasons. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Bottom tier. Put them at the bottom.
That's where I had them at.
I got an argument for somebody.
Go ahead.
Mississippi State.
No, you know what?
That's a solid argument.
That is a solid
They're
argument
getting better
because
as a
Mike Leach was
Mike
there
Leach had
and
those
they had
7
8
wins, 8
seasons.
wins.
You are correct.
But-
Let's look at it. Let's look at it by year. I forgot about Mike Leach being right there. You are correct. Let's look and see what Mississippi State did by year.
Their record is 32-42.
32
And they only
42.
have 2 winning seasons.
And 2 winning seasons. But what do those numbers look like? So 2020, 4-7, 4-7, 7-6, 9-4, 5-7, 2-10, 5-8.
Bottom.
I think they got to be at the
Based
bottom.
on the criteria, they're at the bottom. If
Okay.
you're gonna put Vanderbilt at the bottom, Mississippi State's got to be at the bottom.
Okay, that's fine. But they have way more. They have.
What about a dead
season?
coach exception?
They have a
None of
7-win
that
season,
matters.
9-win season, a 5-win season, and a 4-win season in that period. Vanderbilt had a 0-9 season and 2 10-win and 2 2-win seasons.
Jesus,
True.
man.
So
That's rough right there, bro.
I
That is
understand.
rough.
I understand what Vanderbilt has done in recent year and last year and the year they went 7-6. I get it, but come on, man.
That's trash right there.
Come on. Like
So what has
Mississippi
Mississippi State done in recent years? Like Mississippi State has
Mississippi State
nothing on their record in the last 20 years that
they won 7
that
games in
looks
2021.
competitive.
They won 9 games in 2022. Mike Leach passed away, and they had a coaching change. They won 5-2, and then they won 5 with a new coach in the past 2 years.
But they're 12-25 over the last 3 years. I don't think we can put that in the below average.
Yeah, you can't do that, bro. Like and then like we can't for one team introduce, well, Mike Leach passed, Mike Echo has a new coach, and consider that when we're not considering that for all the teams.
Clark Lee has been the same coach there since 2020.
You missed my point. I'm not talking about the coaches. I'm just talking about
but that's what you said. So I just answered the question that Clark Lee has been the same coach since 2021.
You didn't answer the question because you misunderstood the point.
No, I didn't misunderstand because what you're saying is we can't say that about Texas A&M and Texas A&M losing their coach, or that they had, or that they had. Let me finish my point. We can't sit here and say about Texas A&M losing their coach, or we can't sit here and say that the playoff system changed and Missouri was an 11-win team. They would have been there. I understand exactly what you're saying, but I was just answering the question, particularly what you were saying about that particular team. That's all I was saying. So to your point about Vanderbilt didn't win a game in one season. That's all I'm saying. If we're gonna look at recency, that's fine. But I just don't think.
What season did they not win a game?
That Vanderbilt.
What season did they not win a game?
They went 0-9. We just said it. They went 0-9 in 2020.
The COVID year.
Auburn won 6 games in the COVID year. Mississippi State won. We just Mississippi State won 4 games in the COVID year.
True, but if you gave Vanderbilt some non-conference cupcakes, they wouldn't have won 0 games. But we cannot introduce new ones.
Everybody played in the COVID year.
You got to understand the point I'm making.
In the COVID year, everybody played a conference schedule though. There
You
was
gotta
no
understand the
there,
point
there
I'm
were
making.
no outside conference games in the
think
COVID year.
Yeah, but you're not understanding the point I'm making. The point I'm making is if we go outside of the realm, like either we having a conversation about what they've done on the field or where the program is going with resources and all these types of different things. If we just going with what they've done on the field and we start introducing all this outside stuff, then Vanderbilt winning 0 games doesn't matter. They just won 10 last year. Like you can't if you're gonna make a criteria in an argument, it has to be consistent through each team. You can't.
Who has the better record overall between Vanderbilt and Mississippi State in that period?
State.
Who has a better record
Mississippi
overall?
State.
Mississippi State.
It don't matter.
Who is trending? Who right now? Who is trending up right now? Which teams are trending up right now at this particular point in time?
Between
which
who?
teams?
All three.
Between
All three of them are trending up.
Mississippi State and Vanderbilt, which of those teams are trending up right now?
Both of them, I think.
So my point here, Tez, is if you're going to make that argument, why can't you make the same argument for Mississippi State? Because Mississippi State is trending up as well too.
Because Vanderbilt just won 10 games and was a
But
game
Mississippi State is trending up because that's just what you said.
Mississippi
State is trending up
last year.
But they are trending up though. But they're trending up.
That's not that's the
they're
bottom
trending
of the
up. They're trending up.
There is nothing about 5 games that you can compare to 10 games almost making a playoff, bro.
And Mississippi State won 9. Mississippi State had a 9-win season in this same period.
Bro,
Mississippi State had a 9-win season in the same period of time.
Trends. We talking about trends. If you said trending,
we're not talking about trends.
You just said
you're talking about trends, Taz.
Nick,
you literally just sat here and said we're talking about people trending up.
Talking about how many of these teams are talking. You just sit here and ask the entire
because
panel,
you've been saying the whole time about we should be talking
This
about
is
where
interesting.
teams are right now and where they're trending. That's literally what you said earlier in the conversation. I've been saying the whole time, talk about what has happened from 2020 up until 2025.
So it don't matter where these teams are going. I got you. It just
DC,
matters.
ring the bell,
Because we can't
DC. Round
because
over.
every time we make a projection, if we're going to make a projection about that, it's like
Ring the
it's
bell,
been
DC.
said, it's subjective. That's all we've been saying the whole time. So that's the reason why I said at the beginning, I literally said we cannot talk about where teams should be because I personally don't think we can sit here and talk about. I'm not doing it. I'm reacting to what you're saying. That's all I'm doing.
Maybe we've missed the entire conversation that we had when we was talking about all these teams because we've done that. We've done that. We talked about trends. We talked about resources. We consider all these different things.
Okay. All right.
Mississippi State won 5 games
Round
last year.
over.
Compare that to 10 games. That's I don't know how we can do that.
But
and say that they're both trending in the
Mississippi-
same direction.
But Mississippi,
No, they're not.
in that same time period, Mississippi State won 9 games.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to Vanderbilt for winning 10 games in one season as well too. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's
One
all
of them
I'm
did
saying.
it last year.
There
One
is
of them,
no.
one
So
of them
if
did it
that's
last.
the case, they're either in the below tier or they both at the underwhelming tier because they not. There's no
First of all,
difference in between both teams.
We're arguing about the bottom of the conference, and this is depressing. So I don't want to do that no more.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying. That's it. So if we gonna have a conversation, where's the difference between both teams? Where's the difference between both teams?
One won 10 games last year, and the other one won 5.
And one
It was
won
different.
9 games, and one won 9 games, and one won 7 in one season.
Bro, but you can't go back to that season and play that season.
But
when
we
you
can't
talk
go
about
back.
what
We
these
can't go
teams
back to last season and play that season either.
No, but that's the most recent history, bro.
9 wins was 2 seasons ago.
And then what did they do after that?
What did Vanderbilt do? What did Vanderbilt do before
They hadn't
that?
played the season yet. We don't know.
Okay, then. That's the reason why I said look at what happened between 2020 and 2025.
But listen what I'm saying. Christian Diego Pavia, 6 games. Better season than Vanderbilt had in recent history. The next year, 10 games. That's called trend upward. Going that way.
Yeah, but also,
Mississippi State gone since they won 9 games.
They
Since
went
won
down.
those 9 games. What
You
have
are
they done
correct.
since then?
They went down. But since we
trending.
can't,
That's
but
all I'm
since we
saying.
can't, since we can't bring in the fact that a coach died and they had a coaching change, I can't say that. But It is what it is. Man, we are 14 minutes over our time. We got
Great.
Yeah, we are 14 minutes over our time.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here, as always, here on the pregame playlist.
Oh, man, we're overtime.
Great conversations on the pregame playlist, man. This is what we do. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Hit the like
Do we
button.
do time and a half?
You know what? No, because it's not 30 minutes. It's not 30 minutes.
You got it.
But we got to get time and a half on the 14, right? We 14 over. We got to get time and a half.
You got to clip the last 20 minutes of the show, man. That was musty too.
I told y'all this was gonna be elite conversation.
Anyway,
We debated more about the bottom than the top.
Nah, I don't know. I just think the most intense conversation was at the bottom, not at the
Definitely
top. So it is what it is. Ant, where you at, man? Tell them where they can find you. What you doing?
Eyes in the bluegrass state of Kentucky.
Okay.
Gotta deliver at Walmart, and they want me to go to Jersey.
Dang, bro. You was just in the tri-state area. Dang, you back? You got to go back to the tri-state area?
Yeah, man, that's where the money at right now, I guess.
Hey, man, have fun driving in New York, New Jersey area. It's not fun.
And have fun with the fuel prices, bro.
Bubba, what's going on?
You can find me over at on YouTube at Bubba and Old Man on the Sports Talk.
Yeah, man, that's what it is.
DC.
Yeah, Bubba breakdown.
Sunday at 6, man. 6 Easter, man. What's crazy? We're gonna be talking about who is doing more with less and who is doing less with more. So we'll be doing some more arguing on Sunday.
I ain't gonna be there because I'm fine.
Man, Nick, I looked at the show lineup and I was like, bro, why do we have similar like themes? I'm like, we gonna argue on both shows.
Oh my God, bro. Tess, what can they find you at, my guy?
It's SEC Season on all platforms, man. Go check out SECseason.com if you haven't. We're getting close to the time where the season starts, and so we locking in our votes, man. If you haven't done so, go ahead and check out SECseason.com. Yo,
there it is.
Big shout out to Birmingham City Schools, man, for inviting me to shadow their media department. I had a lot of fun doing that.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, you got a chance. I don't know. No, they didn't see the video, but Ted's put in the chat how they be producing a sports show. And how many people it takes to do that? It's a lot of people.
A lot. I know.
Elite. That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here here on Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel on the pregame playlist. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. We went overtime today, but it was great.
And I ain't getting paid for it.
It was needed. Well, I'm not getting paid for it either. I'm just here for the love of the game. Have for the love of the game clause in my contract. For the love of the podcast. That's what it's called. All right, man. We get out of here, man.
Primary care doctor? No, my bad. I'm reading the comments. It was like, really?
What happened?
Yeah, me too. They're arguing over Mike Leach.
Yeah, they're having the same debate. Well, they're not the same one, but it's going down in the comment section. Dr. Clinton Howard, he said, I wouldn't know I was a primary care doctor, man. Hey, appreciate that, man. You tuned in.
DC, you took care of Coach Lee?
No, I did, man. That is fake news propaganda.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on right here, bro. What are we talking about, bro?
Yeah,
what is going on?
Rudy, he is not a doctor, man.
That is not a real
doctor. Rudy, he done troll you like
that's not a real doctor.
Yeah, he's not a real doctor, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
oh
man.
my gosh. So funny.
He troll Rudy out of the just.
I don't know. Rudy, did you really believe that was a real doctor? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I hope
he
he
said
did.
checkmate.
I hope he did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
all right, let's get up out of here, man. Fellas, this has been a great show. This is the weekend. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. I will be in Baldwin County tonight for the BC Reign Baldwin County game. King Richard will be at the Jackson Central Nail game tonight, and he'll be at the Blunt versus Viger game tomorrow night at Lad Peoples. So I might slide through there for that. I may slide through there for that one. But yeah, man, this is great. And as y'all know, man, I like to leave the show with a quote of the day, something that you all can marinate on, think about for the rest of your day. And today's quote comes from none other than Oprah Winfrey. And Oprah said this. Oprah said these words. I had to slap the paper on the desk. To say she said, doing the best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment.
You're now listening to the Pregame Playlist.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I like the Oprah.
Pregame Playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist.
Like
we'll be back Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. And we might do, I think, y'all want to do this for the Big Ten Monday morning, or y'all want to do it another day?
Sure.
It's up to y'all.
I'm with it.
Big Ten, we coming for
That's
you.
cool.
Rudy the Boxer. You better be here.
Pause.
Yeah, Dame Dash pause button. Be here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, y'all have a good one. Y'all be blessed. Stay fresh. But most importantly, don't be stressed. We'll see y'all Monday,
College
man.
is wild.
Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you when we see you. Y'all be easy. Peace.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.